In the moment, I got it wrong.
We never had a chance.
You want one? It's all right to be scared. Fear's the reason you do it. You don't face your fears, you ride them.
What if I really was someone else?
Are you sure that's all it was?
You will never lose me as long as you stay who you are.
Well, I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
But there's a very distinct and real possibility that I am about to fall in love with you.
It's okay not to be okay. Everything's fine. It's a lot.
Listen to me. You can do anything. I know.
I think it is time. Time for enlightenment. Belief or disbelief. For the rest of your lives, there will be before you chose, and there will be after.
Come to me.
Let's fucking go.
Sounds lovely. Very good. You figured it out, yeah?
I'm just a stunt guy!
We'll see.
Round one, fight!
Let's effing go. Just like my boy Wolverine says, and we are here to crown the best of 2024. So welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode number 276, and yeah, this is our championship of the best of 24. If you haven't been following us, we do this just like our other ladder series. So we had part 1 Monday, part 2 Wednesday. We are on the championship, so it'll just be a half bracket tonight. That'll be the Sweet 16 from each bracket. We've narrowed it down to 32, and so we're here to crown a championship. Condolences to a few movies that didn't make it. For me, Alien Romulus should have been here, but that's just up to the panel and the randomizer and a lot of factors. So, but I am your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and let's bring in our panel for tonight. We'll start with my co-host Austin Pez Howell.
Yeah, we had some tough matchups. Challengers, one of my favorites of the year, didn't make it. Facing Civil War, a couple of heartbreakers, but that is what it is when you had a lot of good movies, and it was a pretty solid year for cinema. So I liked a lot of stuff this year, and but yeah, we got some heavy hitters here in the tournament. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, sounds good. Also joining us, we have Michael Wolfman Wyndham.
Yeah, what's going on? Championship time. Excited. I've seen all these films. I'm ready to talk about them. And this is going to be a tough one for sure.
Yeah, so I've actually officially seen them all as well. I watched Sing Sing today, and then I watched The Complete Unknown, but I had to because the nearest theater that it was playing was an hour away, and my schedule just didn't line up. So I watched the like handy cam version of someone that filmed it. So I'll go back and see it for real, but I just wanted to like get a feel of what the movie is. So yeah, but we also have joining us. We got JPO, Mr. Jordan Owens.
Jordan's bootlegging movies. We're gonna call the cops. That's my Bob Dylan. I don't know why I didn't get the role. Whatever.
Yeah.
He was perfect.
Right in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, but we
I'm
also
excited to be
have
here.
yeah. We also have Ross Bristow.
Hey, I mean, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. I'm excited to talk about these. Because I've actually been watching a lot of 2024 movies. So yeah, I'm excited about the championship.
Yeah, and then last but not least, we have Jonathan Caro. How's it going?
Welcome back.
Hello. Yeah, I'll pay respects to the Brutalist not being in here one more time. All right, let's move on.
Not available. Fuck.
Yeah, there's like one movie that I actually don't like on this list. So, no, but overall, solid year. Let's close the book of 2024 once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Brutalist just opened wide for most people today. So
yeah, fair.
Yeah, it just got to my Regal. Yeah, I saw it at kind of an indie theater, but it just got to my Regal. Yeah, this weekend. So I guess it's starting to roll out there. But yeah, if they rolled them out a little earlier, that would be helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah, in addition
also,
to
like
one Best Picture nominee now.
And then also too, do what needs to be easier to find too. I heard it is, but Sing Sing, it literally came out in June, and then and then I think it's finally being re-released at the end of the month, and then it was impossible to find before that. There was no digital anything at all for 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, Brutalist is not at my theater right now, so it's weird. But I think they're holding off because they're about to do that Best Picture marathon soon, where they play all the Best Picture movies in theaters. So I think the Brutalist just isn't going to release in my theater, and they're just going to hold off for that.
All 10 of them next weekend, I think.
Yeah.
9 for me, 9 at AMC, and AMC only has 9.
Well, somebody uploaded a nice little screener for Sing Sing on an underground website. So thank you whoever did that, and I was able to watch it. So yeah, but Austin, you want to break it down, let everyone know how it's going to work for any first timers or newbies?
No, this is the final part of our 3-part series. As we said, we've been covering 2024 all week. So we had 64 movies in part 1, 64 in part 2. And what we have tonight is a bracket of 32. So essentially the Sweet 16 from parts 1 and 2, all culminating into this half bracket this evening. So just a half bracket tonight. And we got some heavy hitters in here. Shout out to Malcolm for making the bracket once again tonight. He's not here with us, but appreciate you, Malcolm, always putting the hard work in, sir. So even I just pulled up a minute ago. I have not looked at it, so even I don't know what's going up against what. It's all random. I've only seen the first matchup because it brings it up when you first pull the bracket up, but I don't even know the matchup, so I'm going to be just as surprised as you are, or maybe it's heartbroken if some of them are really tough here in the opening rounds. But what will happen is the Elite 8 from tonight will put into a poll for the 2024, and that Elite 8 will also, as ladder series tradition goes, will hang on and we will slide them in. It's going to be a little weird, but we're going to, what you're going to do with 2023 and 2022, we're going to slide them into our next ladder series, which will be 1996. So slots open for 1996. Right. So it's going to be a little weird, but we're sliding them in as we do, the winners as we do here in the ladder series. So, so surprised when that shows up, but yeah, that's how it's crazy. But Jordan, so I'll pull up the bracket, and as always, championship time means it's main event time. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
All right. Thank you, Bruce Buffer. All right, let's do it, guys. So, Caro, we'll start with you, and we'll rotate the order every time. Let's scroll over and reveal our first matchup of the championship. It'll be Rebel Ridge against Thelma. So there we go. Battle of the Dark Horses here, maybe. So, all right. Yeah. So we will start with you, Mr. Caro. We'll work our way up. Again, keep your thoughts fairly brief. We talked about these movies all week, but, say your piece, and we'll see what moves on here. So go ahead, Mr. Caro.
Yeah, a little tricky because I don't know where it's ranked on my list. They're both even for me. I'll sum it up for Thelma very quickly. I talked about it, actually both of these on part 1. Thelma, adorable, charming, a little lesson there, and a great performance by June Squibb and also Richard Roundtree and Fred Hettinger as the grandson. So, yeah, and Rebel Ridge, awesome movie. by Jeremy Saulnier. Aaron Pierre should garner some more roles, down the road. So my vote will go to. Ooh, it's close. Thelma.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. Ross, what do you say?
Okay, I'm more interested in Thelma. I haven't seen either yet. Been kind of busy, but yeah, Thelma I'm excited about, and the Rebel Ridge I heard is good. But my vote goes to Thelma because like Richard Roundtree actually has my mom's birthday, and the last name Roundtree is my mom's maiden name, so that's why I'm going with that.
All right. Oh, okay. All right, sounds good. Maybe you're somehow related way back when. I don't know. You never know, even though it's different
They
colors.
look exactly alike.
Yeah, right. But you never know. Sometimes those like way back in your ancestry, But
JPO, your lady hung out to the championship. There's your Thelma there.
Oh, yeah.
Stick with her?
I love both of these too, man. Rebel Ridge was a lot of fun, pleasant surprise, good hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, that main dude, Aaron Pierre, he's definitely gonna have to get some juicy shit soon. But yeah, this is just a battle of kind of what your genre is more, because I'm not against anyone that votes for Rebel Ridge, but man, Thelma really charmed me. I'm sad Squib kind of got ignored towards the awards, so I gotta go Thelma here. Listen to my heart, baby.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, I finally watched all of Rebel Ridge today. Finally, for the first time to get ready for this, and it was very good. Don Johnson was great in it. The trailer is very misleading. It makes you feel like it's just going to be a straight up action movie. You don't really even get action until like the very end of the film. It's more of a character piece drama, which is I expected from it being from Jeremy Saulnier, but it was really good. A few repetitive moments, and I felt like it was just a little too long. But other than that, an excellent film in my opinion, very underrated. Thelma, though, that's just June Squibb is excellent, and in a perfect world, she'd be getting awards consideration for this because she's just so good, and the whole cast is good. And that 95-year-old, she's still got it. All right. See how long she can hold on. So Thelma.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
No, I like both these a lot. Rebel Ridge is one of the better Netflix movies of the year for sure. Cut above a lot of them, and a movie more about fighting corruption than just a straight up action movie. Speaking of action, I mean, Thelma's like kind of a send up of some action tropes a little bit, in the context of a senior citizen, but it's really fun. And I think this is one of those movies that people are going to discover in the years to come and come back to and realize what a nice little hidden gem this was. So I'll hop on the scooter with the old lady. Let's go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, I'll make this very brief. I'm trying not to do too many just like straight up drink reviews, but I did find a new monster that's the Monster Energy Ultra Blue Hawaiian.
Give it up.
There you go.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you say it's blue raspberry with hints of coconut and pineapple in it. So we'll see how it goes. But while I pour a glass of that, I'll say I'm going to vote for Thelma. Thelma's great. I like both of them here, but Thelma just a little more relatable to me personally. And Fred Herchinger, he was in the first season of White Lotus, but he also has an upcoming movie called Hell of a Summer. It's like a horror comedy, and it also stars Finn Wolfhard and Billy Burke, and they're also the directors. Those two are co-directing it. But I'll go with Thelma.
All right, clean sweep for the old lady, JPO. There you go. Thelma hanging on. All right.
Oh shit!
One step closer to that Elite Eight, man.
Aaron Pierre can overcome corruption, but he can't overcome motherfucking Thelma.
That's right. All right. Going down to Beetlejuice, and the Long Legs. Both kind of horror adjacent here. Ross.
Oh, easily Long Legs. I like Long Legs. I hate Beetlejuice. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. JPO.
I like chaos and I like angering people, so Beetlejuice. It's not gonna win, so
Sure. Oh, Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
We'll see about that. When we had Brulers versus Unfrosted, I was like, Unfrosted's not gonna win. It's fine.
It's not as bad as that. It's not as bad.
People have seen Long Legs. Problem Brulers is nobody saw it, and we kind of like it frosted. Back up on frosted.
You liked it.
Yeah. I've said my piece about Beetlejuice. I've had enough rants about this movie. Long Legs, really good film. That was my most anticipated film of the year, and it paid off well. So yeah, I'll say Long Legs.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't hate Beetlejuice. I thought it was entertaining overall, just a little overstuffed, and you could tell Tim Burton was just kind of trying to work in a lot of things in there, so a few too many subplots. But overall, I thought it was entertaining. But yeah, I might go Long Legs. A really, just refreshing kind of horror film. We haven't seen a good serial killer kind of procedural in a while, and it's really solid. And I think that one's going to hold up well over time. So I'll go Long Legs.
Yeah, so for me, I just don't get the hate for the Beetlejuice. Like, I actually really like it a lot. I like it better than the original because I'm not a big fan of the original. So, I think Tim Burton's doing some fun stuff here, and we're getting right back into this world. But we did mention maybe a few too many subplots going on, and maybe honoring a character that shouldn't have. But beyond that, I think it's really cool. You see more of the underworld, and you get like Willem Dafoe, you get Danny DeVito in there, you get a few more cool characters, and Catherine O'Hara steals the movie from me. And then Long Legs, I just think that it is really good. It's just like Nicolas Cage is just so over the top that it just gets annoying after a while. Like I'm like with him the first time he does the shtick, and then I'm just like, okay, that's enough. So I'll go with Beetlejuice.
Let's go.
All right. Austin summed it up really well about Long Legs. It is a very good serial killer procedural, reminiscent of Seven at times, a little bit of Zodiac as well. So, it's not as stylistically cool as David Fincher's movies, but I think it's very gripping. I mean, Micah Monroe is also very good in it. Beetlejuice is good. Actually, this is the first Tim Burton movie I liked in a long time. And while overstuffed, I had fun. And it is well reviewed, by the way, Jordan. I don't think it was maligned. Yeah, critics liked it. So,
that's what I thought, yeah.
So, but at the same time, Beetlejuice, while entertaining, I like Long Legs a little more. So Long Legs gets my vote.
Yeah.
All right. So Long Legs will take this one here.
And also say that the Blue Hawaiian Monster Energy drink is one of the best I've almost ever had. So go check it out. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Well, speaking of drinks, don't ever have the Beetlejuice Fanta. That stuff is nasty.
I threw it away.
There's
Holy
and look at the damn health stuff on that. Not to go on a rant, but a 16-ounce bottle, the bottle of it, like 65 grams of sugar. That's insane.
Yeah, crazy.
Insane. That's nuts.
That's sugar rush.
Oh yeah. So again, I don't know the matchups here, so let's see what we got. We got Dune Part 2, which is a heavy hitter. Oh, and Trap. Okay, Shyamalan and Villeneuve. JPO.
Trap was fun. I thought it was a pleasant surprise. I enjoyed the shtick of it here, and there's some problems kind of in that second half, and I don't know if I'm not Shyamalan's daughter was the best casting, but I did have fun with it. So it's a thumbs up for me. But Dune Part 2 was probably my 10. I thought that was great. Fuck the Academy one if they like Villeneuve. Everyone else does. So I gotta go Dune.
Yeah.
All right. Wolf, what do you say?
Your dad's the butcher. He's the butcher. No, she was an amazing actress. What are you talking about? She was very good. No. But I mean, Trap is one of those weird movies for me where it's like I can tell that on a quality front, okay, it's not actually good quality cinema, but goddamn, is it fun? It's one of those kind of movies that I have a blast with, even if it's not actually genuinely good quality. I just absolutely have a blast with it. But Dune Part 2 though is otherworldly. This is the Return of the King of this generation. It feels a lot like that huge epic that you get that we don't really see that much anymore, and such. That when I saw it in the theater, it, all the set pieces completely took my breath away. It's crazy to me that we've had 2 Dune movies and Denis Villeneuve just can't get into director for either one. That's just
insane.
Tragic. But
True.
Dune Part 2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I'm glad to see it. At least got in for the best picture race. I don't know if it has a chance of winning or not, but yeah, I mean, you telling me Amelia Perez is better directed than Dune? Like, fuck out of here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Get the
Complete
hell outta here.
Unknown
Come
was better
on.
directed.
Yeah,
than-
well, Complete Unknown, a pretty standard biopic, was better directed
No.
than Dune. Like, come
I
on.
mean, I like
dude.
James Mangold, but no.
Yeah, but come on. Like, yeah, he should have at least been up there. So yeah, no, Dune is great. And I don't hate Trap. I like Trap. I'm a Shyamalan stan. Like, I'll watch anything he does, and I get into his weirdness and his own worlds. And I enjoy Trap. But yeah, Dune Part 2 is pretty damn epic and still one of my favorites. Good Dune.
Yeah, Dune Part 2 is really, really good. Yeah, it's like the whole building shook when during a lot of the movie for me when I saw it in Dolby Atmos. It was really good. And Trap is good. I like Josh Hartnett's performance, but Dune's just better. And we got those butthole popcorn buckets. So yeah, let's go with that.
I like the popcorn bucket thing is becoming like a thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, there should be a limit though, because this guy, like, when I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, like, this guy bought 8 of them. I'm like, that should not be allowed.
It's one of those guys selling them on eBay later after they stop selling them, and he's like hanging on.
They should have a limit on the.
Yeah, a limit of 2, maybe. Yeah, maybe if you want to buy 2, that's fine. But yeah. Come on. But Jonathan, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one for yourself and your date, whatever. I mean,
sure,
or your relative, whatever. Trap is good. Trap is fun. Yeah, the third act is wacky, not very well acted. And Josh Hartnett is very fun in this movie, very entertaining. So keep the Josh Hartnett renaissance going. I think there's another movie coming out with Josh Hartnett on a plane. I don't know what it is.
Oh, nice.
I think. So, and I did not get to talk about Dune Part 2. It is excellent. Yeah, the Academy thought that it directed itself, because I felt transported while watching Dune Part 2. Like, it took up a couple of notches after the first movie. Well, I think the first movie is very good. Part 2 is exceptional. So hopefully Messiah is equal to the task to Part 2. Make it, like the Return of the King. And then, because Villeneuve said that he'll do one more and then that's it. So crossing my fingers, this is excellent. So Dune Part 2 gets my vote.
Yeah, and the Josh Hartnett, the movie it's called Fight or Flight, and it comes out in February, so soon.
Yep,
so
it's a good premise, but the trailer was pretty bad to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's got another movie coming out that's completed. There's no release date yet, called The Long Home, and it's directed by and starring James Franco. So he might be making his.
Oh wow!
So
people were trying to Kevin Spacey and now him. Like, people were trying to come.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's also hold on. It's also directed by Franco.
Yeah.
Directed by Franco, yes.
That doesn't mean anything. That means he produced it, and so because he's done several movies you guys have never heard of. Like, he's done like westerns, like. Yeah, he'll fund his own shit. So I don't know if that means anything. It could be good. I could be wrong.
It looks like it's
a lot of quiet shit.
Yeah, just some kind of indie drama. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Ross, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Dune easily. Trap was okay. I just didn't care for it that much. It's something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Dune Part 2.
Yeah. All right. Dune.
An interesting 2 plane movies in 2 months.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I'm seeing Flight Risk on Sunday, but hopefully I'm hearing. Well, I'm hearing it could be fun bad, which I'm down for fun bad. So we'll see.
We'll see. A couple, but
all right, we got Kneecap and We Live in Time scoring off here. So 2 kind of more indie movies. Wolf, what you got?
Oh man, yeah, these are both interesting. So when I went to go see We Live in Time, it was an A24 movie. I went like that Thursday night, like the 9 showing or whatever, and it was a packed house full of white girls, like, and all their friends, and like it literally, I can't explain to you the experience. Like, Andrew Garfield would take off his shirt, and then all of a sudden I'd be hearing screaming in the theater and all that stuff, like and all that stuff, and they're like freaking out and doing all this stuff, and I was like, and that was basically the whole movie. And then, like,
what about
without spoiling anything, when it ends, like the way it ends, they're like, "What? You can't end that way," and all that stuff. And like there are all these like white girls complaining, all these white girls cheering, all these white girls doing all this stuff. I was like, this is a weird experience right now. I'm like, this is an A24 film. This is not like it ends with us. What's going on? I was like, I'm not used to this. So it was kind of strange. But Kneecap, I saw this one on Netflix for part 2 and absolutely loved it. The band Kneecap, I've been listening to their music now ever since. They have such great dynamic with one another, and the style of this movie is really fun, and it's one that I just feel like I could see again, just catch new things each time. It's just like, yeah, it's really great. I wish it would have gotten some love at the Oscars, but oh well. Yeah.
But yeah, I would have been like if there was girls screaming, I would have been like, "What is this, Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman or something?" Or like what, like some movie like that.
Trust me, nobody was screaming during Baby Girl. Nobody.
No. Well, I actually had someone walk out.
Yeah,
I was screaming to get out of the theater by the end of that movie.
Yeah, right.
Let me out.
Yeah. JPO.
I like both of. I like both of these movies. But yeah, We Live in Time. I'm just more of a sucker for that kind of film. Someone go We Live in Time. I thought that it worked well. Those are two great leads.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. I think I went the wrong way.
Yeah, you're going.
Like,
you were obviously going to say
we're going down the ladder now.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised I went. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Well, we got you.
Are you living in time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living in
non-linear. I mean,
yeah, we're going out of order, like Strange Darling. So
we live in time is non-linear. So
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I. This is the battle of two of my blind spots for tonight that I just didn't have time to get to. But the next one I was going to watch was going to be Kneecaps. I got it on Voodoo. I was interested. I had a chance to see it in theaters, and I didn't get a chance. I didn't pull the trigger on it. But yeah, I'm more interested in that. I'm a Fassbender guy, so give me a Kneecap. Jordan.
But yeah, see, I think I was a little confused because both Ross and Wolf have their screens off, so I'm like, which one was talking and which screen?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So Kneecaps really good. It's really fun. I love the music. If you're in like rap music, a little bit of EDM, that there's some really cool stuff there where they rap in their native, like the original Gaelic Irish language. But yeah, We Live in Time, just mostly for the performances, because man, like the writing was like okay, like middling at best to me, because it's kind of like sort of cookie cutter like I've seen before, except for the non-linear stuff that kind of helped it a little bit. But the performances from Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh were just like through the roof. So yeah, I'll go We Live in Time. Well, Jonathan.
Yeah, they're both very good movies, very good indies. Like Wolf said, the 2024, I think it's the year of the indie, the year of hidden gems. So yeah, interesting matchup here. We Live in Time. I know people will get angered by the non-linear structure. I think it worked thematically. I think it's very well done, very heartwarming, and then very sad at the end. We know what's going to happen, from the beginning of the movie. Garfield and Pugh, worked well together, very well together. So it was great. And also, I love the score in We Live in Time. And Kneecap, while it started out a little disorganized, I thought it picked up really well with a musical positive spirit. It reminded me of a John Carney movie. And I think it was just so creative and inspirational. I mean, it is a little familiar, but I think it is inspirational and just very entertaining. And it does have a great Fassbender performance as well. So it is a little close. I am going to go with Kneecap, the Irish movie.
Yeah, and Ross and Wolf, I think your friend Ari is trying to troll us here. He's like, Dune 2 is
no. He actually thinks
he actually believes that
it's not great.
Wow,
yeah, he actually believes those are both not.
I haven't really heard.
Well, you've found another. Well, he's even more of a curmudgeon than me.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fine to each their own, I guess. But Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Kneecap. I'm waiting till like Valentine's Day to watch We Live in Time with my girlfriend. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kneecap. I like Kneecap actually a lot. I watched it. I watched it a few days ago. Yeah. So
great call, Ross. Great call.
All right.
Yeah, you might want to watch it with your girlfriend. Don't watch it without her. It might be a little too sad without her. You might want her there.
That was another thing too. Like most of the women that were in my theater were like a bunch of single white girls that were like screaming when they were like with their friends and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, well,
you should have made a move, man.
I should have. But at the same time, I was like, this is kind of annoying and obnoxious, and makes me kind of not want.
Going down to Saturday night and A Complete Unknown. All right. Oh, kind of fitting. Bob Dylan's been a musical guest a couple of times on SNL, so kind of fitting there. But all right, me first. Yeah, I mean, A Complete Unknown, I thought was okay. I'm the biggest Bob Dylan fan, and music biopics, I'm just kind of over. A lot of them are very, very similar. Saturday Night's in my top 12. I'm a huge SNL fan, and man, this movie just cooks when it's going. One of the best ensembles of the year. So Saturday Night.
Yeah. So I watched A Complete Unknown today, and it's really good, and mostly because of Timothy Chalamet, because like he can do anything. It seems like he can like sing, he can act, he can like become any character. It's just kind of crazy. And then Ed Norton's fun with that haircut he has in it. And yeah, I mean it's decent. Not really my style of music. I don't love the Bob Dylan's music per se, but I can kind of take that like kind of out of the picture and you recognize that like Timothy Chalamet is giving a great performance and singing really well. But yeah, Saturday Night is great. Yeah, it's just like for anyone that's a massive SNL fan, but anyone who just likes to see like a great movie with a like really like kind of I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like and it'll give you like some anxiety over like the production of this first show. Kind of that's like a good way to put it. And yeah, it's really good. So I'll go Saturday Night.
All right.
So, Jonathan.
Well, this is a predicament because they're next to each other in my rankings. So I'll build up the suspense a little bit.
What a predicament.
Yeah, a little bit. A Complete Unknown, I liked it a lot. I did think that it acted more of a great ballad of Bob Dylan's songs than it did a complete movie. A Complete Unknown, I thought it's a showcase for Timothy Chalamet's performance as Bob Dylan. There are moments where I felt like I don't see Chalamet anymore. I saw Bob Dylan. It is very impressive. In addition to Chalamet's performance, I thought Edward Norton, out of his comfort zone from his, flawed performances, he actually gives a nice performance, a very comforting performance. And also, in addition to that, Monica Barbaro, a surprise. Yeah, she got nominated as Joan Baez.
We predicted that.
Thank you. She did phenomenal next to Chalamet. I mean, she didn't give a fuck. But regardless, I mean, she's fantastic and she sings very well. And Saturday Night, I had a whole lot of fun. I could sense the joy of filmmaking from Saturday Night. I had a blast, and from Jason Reitman. And Jason Reitman was in a bit of a funk before this movie, and I think I see more of a return to form here in Saturday Night. I don't understand the discourse out of the blue though regarding this movie. It's kind of weird, but it is a blast and a great ensemble. I mean, if the cast
discourse.
Oh,
is it discourse?
Yeah, there was a discourse. There was a weird discourse. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But also the score was pretty well electric as well. So the suspense is gone. Saturday Night is one spot higher. So Saturday Night gets my vote.
And also, I don't know how Saturday Night Live didn't get nominated for Best Editing. Like, it should have gotten a nomination for that. It was good. So,
over Wicked, definitely.
Over Wicked for sure.
Needs editing.
Needs editing.
Yeah, right.
No, the third act in Wicked is like, ooh, there's some editing problems here. So
but Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna go. I didn't care for Saturday Night that much. I had a fun time, but the minute I walked out of the theater, I forgot about it. A Complete Unknown, I like it more and more, only because I think about his performance, and then like Edward Norton actually like is kind of the heart and soul of the movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Complete Unknown.
Okay.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, not more of a Saturday Night guy. I really enjoyed it. Movies about movies or TV shows in this case, really well done. It was like a 24 episode, but a comedy show. I loved it. So Saturday Night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah, Saturday Night is. I'm a huge Jason Reitman fan, but this one is probably on the lesser half of Jason Reitman for me. I mean, it still has Rachel Sennett. I'm not going to say in my comments I said on my other stream, but like she is beautiful, definitely.
Oh, you're getting naked while you watch her?
Yeah. But
to give yourself away, man.
Yes, well, he had to spoil it. Like, come on, you got like, man. Yeah, it's a fun movie, but it's nothing too incredible. But like, yeah, both of these are biopics, and I am gonna prefer the music biopic because it's folk music, and folk music is my jam, and also they're just like they embody the performances all exceptionally well, and I'm so happy for Monica Barbaro getting in there. She was very well deserved. So
yep, and
she's actually my favorite in that category, I think. Right. So yeah, but very well deserved. So yeah, I'll say complete unknown.
Okay.
So Mike, it's Saturday Night better than Labor Day.
No. Oh yeah, no, it's on the lower half, but it's not like bad. Like,
no, I literally had to call him Jonathan while he was on a stream because I'm watching him do the Labor Day commentary, and he fell asleep on stream.
Yeah.
It's worse than men, women, and children.
Yeah. All right, going down to Blink Twice and Dee Dee. So all right, Jordan.
Yeah, and I was gonna just address the acres of movie. Christopher Walken was not doing enough to get nominated.
That's what I said in the comments. Yeah. He's a glorified cameo, if anything. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, these are two of my favorite movies of the year. They're really good. Dee Dee was a really awesome surprise, and I like I love the contrast between the family, because you have like your main character Dee Dee that kind of like shows some traits of almost everyone in the family, but then you have the mom who's very timid and like doesn't like seem to want to stand up for anything. And you have the overbearing grandmother that's like saying like well, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should like you're not doing this good enough. And then you have the sister that always wants to fight with them, but then you do eventually have a sweet moment between the two siblings. But so it is really good in the skate culture, and they really captured 2008 like that era very well. But Blink Twice though, I just have it ranked quite a bit higher. And like I just love the tone. I love the subtle comedy in there, just like the real creepiness of it, like not really knowing what's happening from 1 minute to the next. And it's a great debut for Zoe Kravitz, and has a really cool fuck you ending, which I love those kind of endings. So I will go with Blink Twice. But Jonathan, what do you say?
Dee Dee's great. I think it's a great coming of age movie, one of the best movies of 2024 for sure. It is not as conventional as you think. It's more of you need to keep on learning as you make these mistakes. I mean, you're transitioning to high school. You're going to keep making mistakes. In the end, you just have to maintain those friendships along the way. You get to, have that foundation in the end. And it is very relative for sure. I mean, relatable for sure. Blink Twice, while very good, a very good debut from Zoe Kravitz. I think that last act did not work for me. I think it was way too reminiscent of Get Out, and the ending, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. It did not make any sense. And
I loved it,
and character wise, and I don't know. I think it just betrays what Kravitz was going for there. But the rest of the movie was very good. But in the end, I'm going to vote for Dee Dee. But again, I can't wait to see what Kravitz does for future projects as a director. But Dee Dee gets my vote.
Yeah. Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I started Dee Dee. I really like it, but I love Blink Twice. It was actually one of my big surprises of the year. So I'm gonna go with Blink Twice.
Yeah, sounds good. JPO.
I too will go for Blink Twice. Now, I mean, I kind of see some qualms with the ending. I personally just kind of roll with it, and I also think Channing Tatum was like a really good, breakdown performance at the end too. So I think I'll Blink Twice.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you think?
I had to, blink more than twice when watching that movie because I had to try to keep myself awake for the first 20 minutes because like the first 20 minutes of the movie to me was like kind of a boring and kind of a slog to get through in my opinion. And then once they got to the thing that happened to a certain character, then it started to get interesting and I started to kind of get invested in stuff from there on. But beforehand, I was like, why is this happening? I don't really care. None of this is interesting to me. And yeah, the ending's fun. Has probably one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood right now. The girl from Hitman. I don't know her name right now, but
Adria Arjona.
Yeah, Adria Arjona. Whew, man. Okay. But yeah, she is definitely fine, and yeah, it's a good movie. You can definitely tell some first time director mistakes though. But yeah, Sean Wang with Dee Dee, like this is Battle of the Debut features because this is also his debut feature, and I thought his debut feature was excellent. It was my favorite film that I saw at Sundance that year, and it was also just my one of my favorite movies of the year. Period. It's really, really great and relatable and funny and heartwarming. And Joan Chen in a perfect world would be getting like a supporting actress nom, and this would be getting a screenplay nom and all that stuff because like the screenplay is excellent. And yeah, so I'm gonna say Dee Dee for me.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
I haven't seen Dee Dee, and Coming of Age is not my go-to, so it was kind of the last one if I can do it. Honestly, out of this one, I'm sure it's okay. I just it's not my go-to genre. Blink Twice is good. I don't think it's great, but I think it's a very flawed movie. But it's good. I'm not as high on it as everybody else kind of is, but I think it's a solid movie. But I'll still go Blink Twice.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, I think we're gonna have another matchup again with Blink Twice and the one up top there.
Oh, okay.
Saturday night. I think we didn't that happen?
Oh yeah, because they fought last time. Yeah.
Okay. Love Lies Bleeding and My Old Ass. All right, so 2 movies with 2 females in the lead. So there you go.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, Jonathan.
Damn, so good. They're very good movies. So yeah, make it short and sweet. My Old Ass. Very initially raunchy, like the first 10-15 minutes, and then it went away, and it becomes a heartfelt movie about growing up and learning from that, and just and then it just makes a turn that is out of the blue, and it's very earnest in its emotions. And Aubrey Plaza, yeah, she needs to do more of these dramatic roles for sure, and she's very good in this. So yeah, it's a very good movie. Love Lies Bleeding, hypnotic. I love the criminal elements of this film. Katie O'Brien and Kristen Stewart are tremendous together. Sexy in the beginning, and then it become like a Thelma and Louise sort of type for the rest of the movie as they escape from Ed Harris's character. Well, very close, but Love Lies Bleeding is in my top list. So Love Lies Bleeding gets the vote.
Yeah. As they escape from like Gollum or whatever Ed Harris is supposed to be looking at. I don't know.
Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, he said my precious, and then they left. So
it's the Crypt
Yeah,
Keeper.
right. Yeah. The Crypt Keeper. But Ross, what do you say?
Oh, this is tougher than I thought it would be. I'm gonna go with my Old Ass only because of the unpredictability of it. When this is the trailer line too. Like you said, stay away from a guy named Chad who'll break your heart. That actually takes a lot different meaning than you think. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with My Old Ass, but I do love Lies Bleeding.
Well, that's what I told Chad Webb, that we got to stay away from him because he's a heartbreaker. But JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, Dave, this is a tough one here, which shouldn't be surprising for the championships here. So, Love Lies Bleeding, really fun, almost erotic thriller, if you will. Here, can't wait for more from the other actress opposite Stewart. my old ass again. Maybe just because I'm a softie at heart. I thought it really worked. I thought that ending was worked. It was funny. Another great coming of age. We'll go my old ass here.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, both of these I really loved a lot. Love Lies Bleeding was an exceptional kind of crime thriller, like Jonathan said, in the vein of Thelma and Louise, with an amazing performance from Kristen Stewart, and a really standout performance from Katie O'Brien. And yeah, everyone in this is really good. It's dark, and I like what Ross says too about how like the film has that feel of it, like you feel like you're in it with like the heat and the way that like the desert is and all that stuff, and they're in those scenes and everything. Like it really feels like you're living in that time. So it's a great one. But My Old Ass was very relatable. Aubrey Plaza, yeah. I would, between this and like what was that other one she did, like Emily the Criminal, like between this and Emily the Criminal, like
Very
she needs to do like
Yeah.
she needs to do like more dramatic work, because like she definitely made me cry in this movie. Maisie Stella also made me cry. Very powerful, and a film that is just that I really personally connect to. And both of these are kind of LGBTQ stories as well, and they both touch on those subjects, and they're and I feel, and so like they're, for anyone in that kind of vein, it's also very relatable. So I'm gonna go with My Old Ass.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I thought My Old Ass was solid. For the most part, I think Aubrey Plaza was kind of highlighted for me. But Love Lies Bleeding was one of my highlights at the theater for the first 3 or 4 months or so. As the year was kind of slowly progressing, but definitely one of the better movies I saw in the first couple of months, and a really unique movie. So and I really dug it. I like kind of the 80s exploitation feel of it. So I'll go Love Lies Bleeding.
Well, My Old Ass does not love Lies or Bleeding or Kristen Stewart, but I
Holden
do.
doesn't love Bleeding. That would suck.
Didn't you like Kristen Stewart in this movie?
So in this movie, actually, I did quite like her. So yeah, she was actually not bad in this. She's starting to have more roles that I like her in. So if it outweighs it, maybe my opinion on her may change, but I don't know. So far, not. It hasn't tipped the scales totally yet, but yeah. But My Old Ass was just so good to me. Like I went into this thing and I'm glad I was in the theater by myself, because I cried through like half this movie. Like it just, for whatever reason, it just really hit me. And like sometimes you just have those days where you're more prone to get emotional, and I think maybe that was one of those. And yeah, Maisie Stella's one of my new Hollywood crushes. She is like really attractive, and like her personality and all that in it. And I mean, pair with Aubrey Plaza, that's a great duo for me. So I'll go with My Old Ass.
So My Old Ass. All right, moving down to I think it's the final one of this side. Will and Harper and Kinds of Kindness. All right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, totally similar movie. Yeah.
All right, Ross.
Wait, no, I think I went first last time, didn't I?
Nope.
Oh no, I didn't know.
No,
Sorry. Okay, Will and Harper. Will and Harper easily. I didn't care for Kinds of Kindness that much. So Will and Harper.
Yeah. GPO.
Again, pretty close here. Shout out to Yogos again. Everyone's really good. It's just something because they're so close. I'm gonna go. Let's get the doc. Something different in here. Will and Harper.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
Yorgos Lanthimos is on fire, because he did Poor Things in 2023. Then 2024, he gives us Kinds of Kindness. And then now in 2025, he's coming out with a new one in the stone called like Bugonia or something. Like that. Bugonia. Yeah. So I'm like, man, you're on fire, dude. Like you're just like endlessly working. You just don't stop. But hey, I'm here for it, because I love Yorgos Lanthimos and how weird it gets, and just the kind of stories.
Also with Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, and Willem Dafoe again.
Once again. Hey, they probably just went right from the set of this to the set of Begonia and just started the movie.
It made the job easier. It's like, I don't feel like recasting this movie. It's just go over there. And
Also, she had a great year too, is because she did Poor Things, and she also produced A Real Pain.
That's true. Yeah,
I did not know that.
So yeah, I actually quite enjoyed Kinds of Kindness. I know not everyone did, but I quite enjoyed it. Sure, could it have maybe not have been 2.5 hours? Yeah, but I still thought it overall was a really, really good movie. Will and Harper, though, a beautiful doc, one that really just touched my soul personally, and I wish Harper and Will Goes West would have gotten in to Best Original Song, but in a perfect world, it would have. So I'll go Will and Harper.
Yeah, Austin.
I haven't watched Will and Harper yet, so I'll take your word for it. I didn't get a chance to see it. But Kinds of Kindness, I probably would have still voted for it anyways, because Kinds of Kindness is in my top 12. So, I'm loving Yorgos' stuff right now. He's becoming one of my guys. He's becoming kind of the new Shyamalan for me right now with his weirdness. So, I dig it. So Kinds of Kindness.
But I think more people are embracing Yorgos' weird side.
Now that I think Poor Things, kind of turned a lot of people into his weirdness. And if you can embrace it, if you know what you're getting into, that he lives in his own world, kind of like Sean, you just gotta roll with it. I'm fine with it. So
that's interesting because he's got his Poor Things and The Favorite and that crowd, and then he's got his the Lobster, Kinds of Kindness, Killing of Sacred Deer kind of crowd too. So it's it's kind of
yeah. Well, I love both these movies. They're both great. Yeah, the Kinds of Kindness was a really great surprise. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it didn't get as much marketing. I feel if you're not really aware that's Yorgos and when the release date wasn't, everything this movie could have passed you by. It didn't get the kind of marketing that Poor Things got. But Will and Harper is my favorite documentary of the year. And it just shows that when given the right thing to do and the right kind of script, I don't know how much was really scripted, not maybe any of it, but it was just Will Ferrell can really shine. He just needs the right project because this was great. And yeah, for me, I've always had a lot of questions about transgender people. I'd never really fully understood them, been kind of confused, and this kind of really helped with a lot of that and really helped me understand it and have more compassion for people like that and just kind of opened my eyes a lot. And so I appreciate that. So I'll go with Will and Harper.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Actually, that's what I was going to say about Will and Harper, Jordan. It is eye-opening.
Yeah,
I mean, among the fact that it is very sweet and is basically your friendship story. It's a road trip movie, but it's also a nice friendship story between Will and Harper. Kinds of Kindness. It is a weird movie, a little overlong, but I like the hilariousness behind some of the scenes in the movie. Like I said before, the funniest edit of 2024. It involves a television screen. And I agree. Yorgos is also becoming one of my favorite directors as well. Yeah, I don't think I've hated any one of his movies, to be honest. So yeah, it's a very good movie, underrated movie. However, I am going to go with Will and Harper. It is a lovely documentary. It is a shame it did not get love, for documentary feature. I mean, I wasn't surprised because they don't love,
the documentary.
I
is a joke. It's a joke. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. All 5 of the dots that they nominated were exceptional, but I will say that the original song was a joke. I felt like that should have gotten.
Oh God, this song is much better than all those 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the docs are mostly pretentious, really serious, weird.
No, I heard that No Other Land was actually really good.
Oh, it's exceptional.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Will and Harper. We'll jump to the other side here. So let's keep the pace up so we can get the other side done and get to the speed round. Let's see what else we got going to the Sweet 16 here. Again, I don't know the matchup, so I'm finding out when you do. Sing Sing and If. There we go.
So Sing Sing, right?
I love If. I love it, If, but I'm not going to vote against Sing Sing. I'm not.
Well, it is a championship, so it's kind of up to whatever you want.
It's up to y'all. I mean, unless it's unanimous. JPO, you with us or no?
I'm voting for If.
Yeah, he hasn't seen Sing Sing. He won't vote for what he hasn't seen. So
Okay, all right.
Not
Well,
10 out of 10.
It's simple.
Okay.
I also don't hate it.
Okay, no, that's fine. But it seems like everybody else is pretty overwhelming for Sing Sing, so we'll move it on.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right.
I watched it today for the first time. I
Yeah.
wasn't over the moon about Sing Sing because it's another one about them just doing like Broadway style like plays and stuff. So, but Colin Domingo was amazing in it. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, nominated. Yeah. All right.
But it makes a great double feature with Ghostlight though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they both do plays.
Should have been
All
in here.
right.
That's okay.
Go down to Furiosa and Late Night with the Devil. All right, JPO, you'll officially go first this time, JPO.
Oh, man. As much as Late Night with the Devil was a real nice, pleasant surprise. Shout out to Small Screen for getting a lead. I was enthralled by Furiosa. These last two Mad Maxes have been mwah. So I gotta go Furiosa.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah. I made the pun today, me named after Late Night with the Devil, but I gotta go Furiosa still because it's just it was so incredible. The action, the set pieces, what they were able to pull off, and just it's so unfortunate that I might actually have to. I get it's a blockbuster, but like it's gotten to the degree now that you could almost put it on an under the radar stream. Like when I'm talking about like a hidden gem stream or under the radar stream, it's like nobody remembers this movie exists. It's like
right.
it's just everyone seems
It's
to
an
forget about
underrated
this movie.
action movie.
It's a very underrated action movie,
Yeah.
and it's like a really unfortunate that it just flew under everyone's radar because it's really good. So Furiosa.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, I mean, Late Night with the Devil was very high up again in the kind of the first half of the year because I think it was one of the highlights of the first couple of months. Very unique movie, and I love 70s like talk shows, Dick Cavett and Mike Douglas, those casual talk shows. So I like that kind of style. I was probably this movie's very good. But yeah, in my rankings, I have Furiosa slightly higher. Yeah, and it's still very excellent. Again, another one that very high in the early parts of the year and just kind of slipped a little bit because the second half of the year I thought was really good. But still very good. So I'll go Furiosa.
Yeah, I like both of these a lot. Late Night with the Devil was a very pleasant surprise. I'm a big David Dastmalchian fan. But yeah, Furiosa. It's a shame about the box office for it, but I mean it is really good. Like unlike Borderline, that like Chris Hemsworth maybe could have snuck in for some kind of nomination, but like I don't think compared to what was nominated, he quite got there. But
they don't nominate.
Really
they don't
it's
nominate
a great lineup, though.
but they don't do a lot of
it
genre stuff, like that. They just
Yeah.
it's very they don't do it. Even though he's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
they did nominate a good amount of horror though at the Oscars, which was nice.
Oh, yes.
They did
Yeah,
Nosferatu in several categories. It was nice. So.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah, the movie's really, really good. And shout out, I'm spacing on the director, but
George
Miller.
Yeah, George Miller, like he's awesome. Like if he doesn't bring us another Furiosa, then I hope he does something else. He's getting pretty like old in his age, but I mean, if he's still doing these types of movies, I wouldn't put him past him to do something really cool
There's
that
a
could
rumor,
be different.
Jordan, there's a rumor though he might be doing the next Thor movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I heard about that.
I don't want George Miller. I don't want George Miller in the MCU. No.
Well,
no.
We just have a rapport with Chris Hemsworth now, so I don't know.
He needs to continue doing stuff like this and Happy Feet. Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The Penguin movies.
And Babe Pig in the City too. Yeah.
Nah, I think we had enough.
Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I'll go Furiosa.
Jonathan.
Okay. Late Night with the Devil, cool movie, cool horror movie. Ending, it didn't work for me. But, lady and gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah.
Dementis. He's the movie for me. I thought Chris Hemsworth is fantastic. Yeah, there's not as much action as you think in this movie. I think it's a very good character piece than it is an action movie. Yeah, and Anya Taylor-Joy is like in the second half of the movie, like Felicity Jones is in The Brutalist. Yeah, it's a shame that Furiosa was not recognized, to be honest, and because there's some stellar action sequences and some stellar character work in here, and a nice little romance upon second viewing for sure. So Furiosa gets my vote.
Yeah, Ross.
Well, I'm gonna go with I do love Leyland Devil, but Furiosa, like blew my mind. I love Furiosa, and then Jonathan's right. I looked it up, and she comes in about the 55-minute mark of the movie. So yeah, but
Really?
like,
Gee, I didn't know it was that late.
Yeah,
I
the little girls in a good chunk of the movie. Yeah.
And then I looked it up too, and then I love the makeup on Chris Hemsworth's nose, but yeah, Furiosa is great. So I'm gonna go with Furiosa.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like an hour into the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Going down to Deadpool and Wolverine and Abigail.
Okay.
All right. So Wolf is up first on this one.
Yeah. I think both of these are really fun. Abigail is a really fun, that's kind of vampire movie that harkens back to some old vampire movies. And when Radio Silence was doing their own thing, they're really on top of things. But Deadpool and Wolverine was, not only was it really fun, and yeah, I have my issues with it now, but like it is still, I feel a little better than Abigail because it at least has some heart and some emotion in there. And Hugh Jackman is excellent and all that stuff. And I mean, he's really good, but also those saying like, literally I've been seeing messages of those saying like, oh, Hugh Jackman was snubbed for best supporting actor. I'm like, you have not seen enough movies. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's really good, but he's not a top 5
You would have had like
performance,
maybe 20 and
all that stuff. But
nominees for best supporting actor.
Pretty much. Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right.
Clarence Macklin, my number. Clarence Macklin, that was his first movie in Sing Sing. So.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go Deadpool and Wolverine because I've seen it more and I can have a really good time with it.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a solid year. We had 2 good vampire movies. We had kind of a breezier, popcorn kind of entertainment, Abigail, a little comedy thrown in there, and then Nosferatu was a great, kind of gothic, old school horror movie, and I appreciate both of them for what they are. But yeah, I'll go Deadpool and Wolverine. Still one of the more entertaining movies I saw just all year. Just a fun movie, man. Just a blast at the theater. So I'll go Deadpool.
I'm going to go with the movie that I saw 3 times in theaters, and that's Deadpool and Wolverine. There you go. There.
All right.
So,
yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, they're both good. They're both entertaining. Yeah, I just put them at the same level, 3.5 star out of 5 for me. But yeah, like I said before, Deadpool Wolverine, I think the Deadpool scenes really diminish its quality, to be honest, the more times I think about it. And Abigail is just a fun time and with some good performances, even though it has a slow start. I'll give Deadpool and Wolverine this round here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Russ?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm trying to. And look, I'm gonna go with Deadpool, Wolverine, Jordan. You showed your popcorn bucket of it, right? Look at mine. Look.
Well,
I got it.
There you go.
Wait. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Deadpool, Wolverine. I didn't care for Abigail that much. So I'm gonna go Deadpool.
All right. Yeah. All right. JPO.
Good round here. Abigail's fun. I definitely think it would have been more fun if they had hit the vampire thing, but I still had a lot of fun with the characters and whatnot. But yeah, it's finding a Juggernaut. Probably my most anticipated. I mean, Hugh Jackman's back. Of the fact that we have a Deadpool trilogy now. I'm gonna miss these 2 characters if they're done. So we'll see with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah. That's good for Deadpool. All right, going down to Flo and Kill. I think we had this matchup the other night, actually.
One-word titles.
I think this was I think this is a rematch from part 2. Yeah, I'm pretty because I remember it being like a 1-word.
One word.
Yeah, very opposite movie battle. Yep. So we have a rematch here. Me first. Yeah, man, this is tricky because I saw Flo for the first time the other day with some of the re-releases. It was great. Yeah, definitely probably my favorite animated movie of the year. I just thought it was really creative and excellent. Very simple storytelling, done greatly. But Kill again has been in my top of the year for a while, ever since I saw it, and my favorite just pure action movie of the year. So yeah, still in my top 12. So I go with Kill. Jordan?
Yeah, this is pretty close. They're both excellent. Yeah, probably, I don't know, could be the best action choreography that I saw all year long. I mean, there's Deadpool Wolverine actually that was pretty good. But and also Monkey Man. But Flow was excellent. Yeah, it was so good. It's my number 2. Like, I'm a little more in the Wild Robot camp, but I appreciate what it does with the movie that has no talking the whole time, and it is great. So I'm gonna go with Flow.
There's no animals in rooms talking.
Yapping.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
You
don't really go in many rooms. They're like outside most of the time.
But I mean, no, the 2 best animated movies here. Yeah, this and Wild Robot, both very animal centric, very animal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right.
Yeah, no, and very little, if any, really. Wild Robot even doesn't have any people either, just like Flow, like no people.
Yeah,
and either
right.
movie.
Yeah, no people. Yeah, but Jonathan, what do you think?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had to really think about that.
No, Wild Robot, because when the ship shows up, it's just another robot, and then, and then Flow. There's allusions to people maybe around, but we don't see any. So
no. I was thinking about the facility in the Wild Robot. So I was like,
we don't see anybody. We hear voices. We don't see anybody on screen.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Okay. Kill is fucking awesome, and I'll describe that. Fucking awesome. Probably the best.
Put it on the poster.
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
The Jonathan Caro, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I put it on
there. Because it's just, it's an adrenaline driven time. It's basically 2 people killing a lot of people on a train. But the reason why it goes up in my rankings and it made my honorable mentions was because there are a few twists and turns I did not see coming. And I'll leave it at that. Like, one twist was shocking.
Yes.
And and then it turns into a bloody good time. Yeah. So Kill was fantastic. If you are a hardcore action fan, Kill is the one for you. So, however, I got to go with the cat because Flow is very well done and remarkably animated. Also was on my honorable mentions. I think it's a really well done movie. Great story. The cat is cute, and also probably the best disaster movie of 2024. And it's just a lovely movie. I mean, I could watch this again. It's a breezy, I don't know how long it is.
It's like 80 minutes. It's
80
quick.
minutes.
Yeah. I appreciate a good short run to 80 minutes, man. Yeah, in and out.
Wasn't bored.
Yes.
Yeah. So for a silent movie, impressive. So yeah, probably the best silent movie in a long time. So Flow gets my vote.
And would have been about 78 minutes if not for the 11 logos at the beginning.
I was about to about to make that joke when it came to me. I was like, it was.
It's right up there with Late Night with the Devil for they're battling over how many logos we can get in front of the movie.
Yeah. At least for Flow, they're like short though. They're quick little logos, but
there's just so many. Yeah, Late Night with the Devil has the record this year. Oh my god, it gets into like parody territory with that movie.
Family Guy.
Ross?
Oh, I haven't seen Kill. I love Flow, and then did I see Janus logo at the beginning of Flow? I forget.
Yep. Janus Films, greatest.
So
studio.
then you could have Godzilla versus Flow. That would be amazing.
Do I smell Criterion?
Yeah.
So Flow, I love Flow. I'm gonna go with Flow. It's my favorite animated film of the year.
All right. Yeah.
Speaking of the Criterion, one of these days we should do a Criterion tournament. That'd be
good luck. There's so many.
Right.
Have you seen those closet episodes of how many are laying around in there?
We'll do like
that would be fun. Would be fun.
360 whatever we need
to
do.
It's like thousands now.
It would be like trying to do a Janus Films tournament where that is like
and the winner is Armageddon. All right. Anyways,
I gotta go with the kitty and Flow.
The kitty, yeah.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
I finally saw Kill for the first time today. and it was absolutely killer. Literally, like that action was super duper brutal. Like this is visceral stuff. Like I've not seen action that visceral in quite some time. There's another one I watched this year called Mayhem that Jordan you would love. It was like earlier in the year, and this reminded me a lot of it. It was Mayhem, another film called Mayhem, but it was like but it was like an action movie or whatever.
And it's a like Asian one too, right?
Yeah, it's like an Asian action movie or something as well too. It's like a foreign action movie, and this reminded me a little bit of that, just on a train and such. But like the brutality of it reminded me of it. It was intense. But Flow is just I've said my praises on it enough, and I just want to spend this time. I'm going to do this on my channel too, to say I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. If you're watching this, you're all like, I'm going to have to say this to you and all the other people that I fucking told you so that it would get into international feature. I've been saying this shit for forever, and all of y'all are like, it has no words. Why would they nominate for international feature? It has no words. And I'm like, because it is about how the film moves you without dialogue. That's how impressive it is, and that's how the international branch could understand that blew them away that much. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Flow.
All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, Amelia's gonna spoil that award.
Actually, I'm still here. Might actually win that category.
I hope so.
Could win.
But one of these days off the show, I did when I was in high school. I made this parody video of like some like comedy movies that were like spoofed. But in the beginning, I put about 18 different logos at the beginning. So yeah, so I did that one.
All right, going down to the substance and a different man.
Right. Oh man, this is the matchup,
and this is like they're both like great like double features because they both have the same themes and everything. This
yes.
Yeah.
That's a great double feature.
Okay. All right. Jordan, you're up first.
Oh man, like why did these two have to go up against each other? Oh, why?
Well, do you want me to play this? I'll play this for you. Here you go.
What a predicament.
There you go. Since we got
that's addressed specifically to Wolf, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, if the substance is a 10 out of 10, then a different man's like close. I mean, on like 8.5, 9 for me. Like it's really, really good. And yeah, similar themes. But yeah, I got to go with the substance. It's just like so good. Yeah, I think it blew me and like most people that saw it away. So yeah, I'll go with the substance.
All right.
Jonathan.
Yeah, congratulations to Corley Farge for scoring that Best Director nomination. Well deserved.
Yep.
Well done, ma'am. The substance. Very few movies in 2024 knocked my socks off. I'll be honest to say, like I wasn't very impressed with many, but the substance is one of them. And the substance is fantastic from beginning to end. It's basically the Fly of our generation.
Yep.
And women will dig it. I mean, my sister have seen it twice, and I dug it as well. And it's a bloody good time. And A Different Man, yes, it's similar in theme, but also is very interesting in character development in terms of Sebastian Stan's character. And also congrats to Stan for The Apprentice. Yeah, but Different Man is fantastic as well. Adam Pearson is also great, and Renata Reneve.
Rinzva.
Thank you. Yeah. You can correct me. Just calm down.
No. I'm just saying I love her. I'm just like
okay. No, she's also great. I mean, she's my pick for Best Actress and the Worst Person in the World that year. It's a very interesting character study between all three characters because they're all ambiguously interesting. And the ending is awesome. But yeah, I got to champion the substance more. So the substance.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the Apprentice yet. But I felt like A Different Man could have gotten nominated for Sebastian Stan. So
that was his better performance. Both of them are excellent performances, but I feel like A Different Man was like his more Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah, so it's kind of like interesting, but
But it got makeup and hairstyling. So
It did.
Oh, it did. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But Ross, what do you say?
I love both these. I think of Different Man those outside of my top 10, but the Substance is in my top 5. But also too, if you think about it, like I don't mind spoiling this a little bit. If like they would like also work in the double feature because they're kind of reverse. It's because like the crazy makeup is in the last 30 minutes of the Substance, and then the crazy makeup's in the first 30 minutes of of like a Different Man. But the Substance is amazing. I love that. Yep. And like my idea for Wolf though is not like he always have like food related items to the movies nominated for Best Picture. So I said the Substance.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Shrimp scene. Yeah. JPO.
Yeah. No, this is funny enough. Not only is this a good double feature, I kind of did that. I've seen both of them this week for the first time. Different Man literally last night and Substance a few nights ago. And, there's definitely some similar qualities and, wanting to better yourself from within and whatnot. So it's a really interesting double feature. Damn, I don't, this one's really tough because I don't know if I want to go, I'm going to go a Different Man. I don't know. I thought it just has a juicier performance actually from both Stan and Adam. So
yeah, for sure. Wolf.
Yeah, so it's either between the Substance or putting sub in all caps and like the rest of this.
That's what I mean. That's what I told you.
Like,
the foot long Substance.
Yeah, the foot long Substance.
Yeah, right.
I'm like contemplating.
Yeah, the foot long Substance. It's right there.
Yeah,
you don't have to change that.
Yeah. So it's man, these are both actually going to be competing against each other at the Oscars too, because they're both nominated for makeup. So kind of ironic that they're going up against each other here. But man, both of these are incredible. Both of them are in my top 10 of the year. Kind of a spoiler there, but yeah. Renate Rinsva, I wasn't like trying to be rude earlier. Like whenever I was like saying Renate Rinsva, I was like, oh yeah, because like my heart is like, man, ever since I've seen Worst Person in the World, I've fallen in love with Renate Rinsva. She's like full on like a celebrity crush of mine now, and it's like I'm also like anything she's in, I'm always like I will be there to see it, and she was great in this, and she's great in everything she does, and yeah, The Substance, it's. Austin and I reviewed it on the channel. It's just absolutely incredible. Just such a powerful yet also disturbing movie that a lot of people, especially women, can actually relate to. And it gets really bonkers and crazy and is wildly entertaining. I do have The Substance higher, but I just want to be like show A Different Man some love because I feel like it's not going to get that much love. So I'll say A Different Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You vote Austin?
No, not yet.
Okay. What do you
this is definitely the better double feature of the Civil War movies than If and Imaginary. That's for sure. It's a much better double feature of Civil War movies. But yeah, I saw A Different Man the other night. It is very good. It takes a little while to get going for me, but I thought once it did, it was very good. The Substance is easily, still my favorite movie of the year, and one of the best surprises of the year. A movie that just came out of nowhere, and I didn't even know it existed until about 2 or 3 weeks before it came out, and then just knocked my socks off. So, I love movies like that. So, and then one more contribution, Wolf. You could get some sloppy joes and call it A Different Manwich.
Different man.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. I work at a grocery store, so I got them all day. All right. So
yeah.
All right, there's your
sorry, Wolf.
Sorry, Wolf. But The Substance is going to move on.
I'm happy. I have it higher. Like I said, it's in my top 5. Different Man's in my top 10. I just wanted to show.
Okay, this is strange.
And also, too, I was just gonna shout out that in A Different Man, I appreciate they use real people with actual like deformities in that. So
he's great. The Adam guy is great in the movie. He's really good. Yeah, he's very charismatic. All right, but we got juror number 2 from Clint Eastwood and Strange Darling. So Jonathan, we're back down to you.
Yeah. Okay, well, fuck you, David Zaslav, because juror number 2 is really good. Yeah, juror number 2 is a very good surprise, wonderful surprise from Clint Eastwood. He hasn't had a strong one in a while, since Richard Jewell.
Mm-hmm.
It's just absorbing, to watch. Nicholas Hoult, he thinks he might have committed a mistake, but he has to hedge his bets there. He has to cover himself because he has a family to support in the future because his wife, played by Zoe Deutsch, is pregnant. But I like that because it turns from courtroom drama to a suspenseful character study
and a morality tale.
Tale as well.
Yeah.
And while I don't love the very, very end, I think the rest of the movie works very well. And look, if this is Eastwood's last movie, I'm going to tip my hat off to Mr. Clint Eastwood because this is a very good movie to go out of. Yeah. Strange Darling is great. Strange Darling is a great surprise, uses that non-linear narrative very well, was edgy and a great last shot. So it is close, but I got to go Strange Darling.
I like how you said he hasn't had a good movie since Richard Jewell. That was 2 movies ago. It wasn't that long ago.
I mean, Cry Macho wasn't very good, and
that's 1 movie. I'm just saying, you're like, fuck him. Dude hasn't done shit since Richard Jewell 2 movies ago.
Whenever somebody,
but it was just nice to see a very good movie from Eastwood. I mean,
yes, whenever I always forget that Cry Macho exists. I always forget it's a thing. That's forgettable for me.
He's in the movie where he has like drugs in the back of his pickup truck. But
that was his movie.
The Mule.
Yeah, the Mule. Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's before Joel. It's like 2018 or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right before it. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's a very dad movie. My dad really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder there's a scene in there. Yeah.
But anyways, Ross.
Okay. This is tough. I'm gonna go with Strange Darling. I do love like a good courtroom drama. Like Strange Darling, when you I walked in knowing nothing, and then like me and my friend goes, "Oh my god, this is crazy. This is insane. It's great." So yeah, I'm gonna go with you like Strange Darling, and then do not watch any trailers. The trailers basically spoil the whole movie for this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
Yeah, I like Juror number 2. I mean, hey, I'll always take an ensemble cast. It's really well done. But I don't know if I ever got to that A level. It's not in my top 10 or 20. It's in that solid 30-40 spot based out of 140 that I saw. Strange Darling, though, I thought was a trip and a half, man. I really loved the reveals and the 2 main performances in here. That had me hooked even more. So I got to go Strange Darling.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Wolf.
Strange Jordan for skipping me. Man.
I said it without even looking at the screen. I was looking off somewhere, so I just said what I thought was next. Okay. Yeah.
Love hurts, doesn't it? Love hurts.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
great use of that song in the movie.
That's next year's.
The whole soundtrack of that movie is great. But I was I love that. This now has defeated Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 for the best use of Love Hurts. So there you go. Because it was really good there. But yeah, both these movies are really excellent to me. Juror number 2 is, I kind of agree with though with JPO, is that it's in the 30s 40s high range in between there somewhere, but still a really good movie with a great ensemble cast. I wish that J.K. Simmons' character did more. I couldn't buy the fact that
True.
He's not allowed to be in the jury room anymore. But am I really supposed to buy that this detective who's so invested in the case is just going to stop the case in general? You'd think he would. They didn't stop him from investigating the case. They stopped him from attending the jury, and they stopped him from attending any of that stuff. He would still be on the case trying to figure out what happened and all that stuff. If he was that invested. So. I don't know. He just kind of leaves.
That's a 4-hour movie. They don't have time for that.
He just kind of leaves the movie, and it's just okay. Well, J.K. Simmons was just kind of wasted. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of him. But everyone was really good for what they did. Strange Darling, the biggest surprise of the year, hands down. Went in knowing nothing, didn't see a trailer, just completely blew my socks off. All I'll say is that it's in a non-linear story, and that is the way that this movie should have been told, because you tell us in a linear story and you ruin the whole film. It is exceptional. And yeah, Willa Fitzgerald is so good in the movie. She has gone a far way since the Scream TV series. That's what I was saying. So yeah, Strange Darling gets my vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin.
No, I'm in the consensus here. George Terminator 2 is really, really solid. If you haven't gotten to it, please do. And I hope it got good numbers on Max and they learn a lesson of I don't know how, you didn't market Clint Eastwood's potentially last movie, in theaters. I think it could have squeaked out a decent box office. But yeah, Strange Darling, I didn't know much about it either going into it. I just knew it was a horror movie. That's all you pretty much need to get me in a theater. And yeah, great. And still one of my favorites of the year. And the clip I'm going to play here is not for the movie. It's for the breakfast that Barbara Hershey and Bigfoot Jr. have in the movie.
Come on.
Disgusting. So what? 6 sticks of butter, about a dozen eggs, jelly. Ew.
Yeah.
Gross. But hey, you like what you like, I guess. But Jordan.
Yeah. It reminds me that an article came across my social media today about a guy who ate so much butter and cheese that the cholesterol was literally coming out of his skin, through his bloodstream. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of that. So, yeah. So if this tells you anything, I have juror number 2. I'm rated number 70 on my list, but that's out of 106 movies that I've seen this year. But and I have Strange Darling 18, so I'm gonna go Strange Darling. Is awesome.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right. I believe these are our last 2, so we're almost there. We got Wicked versus Anora.
Oh,
this is easy for me.
Easy for me as well. Ross.
Not easy for me.
I'm gonna go with Nora. It's slightly higher than Wicked, but I just read a sad fact though. Okay, Cynthia Erivo is only the second African American woman to be nominated for multiple Oscars after Viola Davis. So Anora's my second or third favorite movie of the year, while Wicked is in my maybe 8th or 9th. So I'm gonna go with Anora barely.
Mm-hmm.
Was that nominated ever, or multiple in the same Oscars?
No, just ever multiple nominations. It's only her and Viola Davis now.
Okay.
Whoa, wait. What about was Octavia Spencer not nominated for Shape of Water?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, interesting.
You mean for the same category? Because Angela Bassett has 2 Oscar nominations, but
yeah, I was gonna say I think there's a few.
You're right. I think they said maybe leading. Maybe they said leading. Then
maybe they said leading.
Yeah.
Right?
For lead. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But still really sad.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, JPO. What do you say?
Yeah, now I gotta go with Anora here. Yeah, that's one I spent $10, y'all. I never do that, but I did it for Anora, and I would do it again. Yeah, he's dropping $3K for that ring. I'm dropping $10 for that rental. So Anora.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for the rental, I thought you went to the strip club and saw her there for $10.
But, God, yeah, I dropped.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Well, if you do the old fishing string trick with $10, you can make it last the whole night. If you do it in ones, you can make it. Pull the old Al Bundy, you can make it last. Yeah.
I'm out of money. Do you take autograph wrestling memorabilia?
Yeah, I'll trade you.
A lot of that. Yeah, but Wolf, what do you
think? Someone told JPO that the movie had over 450 F words and a bunch of boobies, and he was willing to pay $10. And that's how it actually happened.
There's no way I was falling asleep during this movie. Every 5 minutes, boobs. Boobs.
Exactly. No, it's
every movie should do that. Wicked.
Both
Harold
of these
plastic crayon. Dude.
Oh God. He's taking things. He's escalating things. We must make it.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah. So Anora is one of the best movies I've seen this year. Definitely in my top 5, and it's honestly my favorite theater experience. Like, I'm telling you guys, if y'all ever get a chance to see a film at a festival, it is otherworldly. Like, seeing this in a full packed house, like they were howling hyenas. Like, it was like everyone was laughing in unison and like having a great time. And then once the ending happens, without like spoiling what happens in the end, it's just very emotional. Like, everyone went like dead silent before they clapped. Like, it was like you could hear a pin drop. Like, everyone was like in shock. And so it was like a really, really amazing experience. Like, that And then on top of all that, the Q&A topped it off. They actually had Mikey Madison come out on stage, and I got to see and so I got to like see her up close and everything on stage, which was really cool. So,
good for you. And how was it?
She's a really sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She's nothing like her performances. Like she plays these completely crazy, wild, bombastic characters, and she is like the most like calm and collective person ever. But it's kind of interesting. She'd be great as Harley Quinn. She's like my dream cast there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're voting for Wicked. All right. Anyways, next.
Wicked, overrated for me. Just I don't know. It's fun, but it's not. It's way too overhyped. So for me, it's a Nora.
Yeah. Nora's in my top 12. Yeah, great stuff. Great theater experience as well. And want to get one of the pleasant surprises. I didn't really know what to think of going into it, and it's great. And Wicked is not in my top 12. Not even close. So a total slog for me. I did not enjoy my theater experience with Wicked. All right, so Nora.
Well, I mean, it just depends what kind of movies you're into, because this is my number 1 of the year and my number 4 of the year. So they're both really good, but man, like Wicked, it just like blew me away. Mostly because if you've seen the Broadway or the off-Broadway production, then you know like how amazing that is and how this can actually top that. And I'll get into it in more detail when we do our top 12 and like gush about it and tell like specifically why like it that I loved it so much. But Nora was great. It was so good from beginning to end. Just like you're just on the edge of your seat the whole time. But I got to give it to Wicked. So yeah. Jonathan.
Yep. There goes the witch now. Sorry, Wicked. Adios. But no, Wicked is very good. I actually had a good time with it. It was in my honorable mentions, so it is very good. I think like people were a little overhyping it just a little bit, though. But Honor is great. It is a great movie. This is another one of the movies that that blew my socks away. It is an excellent movie from Sean Baker, who now I'll be anticipating his next work.
Yeah, same.
Just he's on a roll. He's on a roll with this, Red Rocket, The Florida Project. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of his movies are excellent. I'd marathoned a bunch of like almost all of his movies.
But before I vote for Nora, watch her Criterion Closet video. The first high will take your breath away. And also, speaking of which, that Nora cover for Criterion.
That's why everyone's going to be buying the Criterion.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So Nora.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nora moves on. All right, and this is the last one over here before we hit the speed round. We got Civil War and Caddo Lake.
Oh, this is easy.
Fairly easy.
This is easy.
JPO, we'll do it quick. JPO.
I know, unfortunately, it's an easy one. I like Caddo Lake, a little trippy, kind of simple-ish film that dropped on HBO Max, and that's where I saw it. But Civil War was one I really dug the trailer. I like the director a lot. He's made a couple movies that I really loved. I believe it's Ex Machina is the right guy. So. And I thought it absolutely worked. I loved it. I was enthralled with it. So one I actually kind of want to even rewatch already. So I'll go with Civil War.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say?
I'm glad he isn't, but like y'all remember whenever Alex Garland was all like, "I'm not going to direct another film after Civil War," and we were like, "Man, he went out on top." And then now he's coming out with that like warfare movie that's coming out in 2025. So
it looks awesome.
That looks like it's going to be really good too. So. I'm glad he's still making movies, and of course he's writing 28 years later. So yeah, I'm glad he's still making stuff, and excited to see where he takes his career next. He's a great filmmaker, and Civil War is just one of his best films that he's done. Great homages to like Apocalypse Now and a few other really good movies in there. Cattle Lake, it's a fun little trippy, sci-fi horror film, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a Civil War definitely.
Yeah, Austin.
No, yeah, Civil War, one of my favorite theater experiences of the year. Wolf, I'm sure, recalls me texting him saying, "Make sure you see it in a theater," because the sound design
this is my
excellent.
first Dolby movie. And
Yeah.
Dolby,
No, I said the
blew me
bullets
away.
whizzing by your ear will be. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was incredible. Yeah, the great sound design in here,
Like the flash grenades, all that.
No, and it made the final like siege of DC and very intense. Yeah, one of the best kind of action scenes of the year. And yeah, just some great suspense. Jesse Plemons, yeah, still his scene is incredibly tense. One of the best of the year. And yeah, I love Civil War, so I'll go Civil War.
Yeah, I can't remember though if Civil War got nominated for sound design. Probably
no, it wasn't even shortlisted.
Really, man, like that should have got it, but I don't know.
0.
Maybe over
Nothing for
Wicked
Civil War.
again. That was nominated for it, I guess, for some reason. But
or the Wild Robot, which was nominated for sound.
Yeah, weird. Caddo Lake just is good, but it gets a little confusing to where like I had to kind of like sit there like one of those like I don't even know the right term for it. One of those like head scratching guys. I'm just sitting there like, what did I just watch? What's happening here? I'm like just really like confused by it, but I eventually did piece it together. I'm like, oh yeah, if you really think about it, it makes sense. But yeah, Civil War though, yeah, so good. It's one of those movies that like afterwards I had to sit there for like the whole ending credits because I love when the ending credits of a movie also kind of hit you because it's like certain musical tones or like whatever that like you don't expect. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't expect that, but it actually weirdly kind of works. They're doing some kind of pop music at the end or something like that, and so yeah, but and yeah, it's really good. I can't wait for his next one, Warfare, which is gonna have Will Poulter. It's got Joseph Quinn in there, and then like a bunch of people I never heard of before, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, Civil War.
Yeah, Cattle Lake trippy movie. Took a while to get going, navigate its narrative around, but the resolution is quite strong, in my opinion. Civil War, very good movie. Third act problems aside, I think it's a very well acted movie that is more focused on war photojournalism than it is about the war. I think it's just an homage to journalism again.
Oh yeah, the like photo stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just a terrific homage to that, and great performances all around. Kaylee Spaney, Kirsten Dunst. Wagner Moura, right? Wagner Moura.
Yeah, Wagner. Yeah.
Wagner Moura. Yeah, I did not want to confuse it with Pedro Pascal, and of course Ron Swanson.
Yeah,
Ron Swanson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So too bad for Ron Swanson. So
got a little Ron Swanson. Like
Civil War will get my vote in the end. Civil War.
All right. Yeah, Ross.
Oh, I haven't seen Cattle Lake yet. I love Civil War, and then like kind of bugs me is when the people say that the movie like has no like it doesn't pick a side with the war. It actually does if you really paid attention. So yeah, Civil War was great. Like I was actually like looking at the cast for the next movie, Warfare. You're like the kid from May December's in there, and then also if you ever watch Shogun, the guy from Shogun's in it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
The Cosmo Jarvis.
Yeah.
All right. Civil War moves on, and there we go. So let's get to the speed round. Let's see what wins the championship, what makes the Elite Eight. Here we go.
I feel the need for speed.
All right, so let's scroll down. Let's do this. It is speed round time. So all the winners of these matches will make our Elite Eight, and we'll put them in the poll this weekend for our 2024. And yeah, no, it won't be any confusion because these will all be 2024 movies, unlike some of the last series where we get some of the holdovers. But this will be all
every single time.
Yeah.
Why is that there?
Yeah, why is that there? But all right, so
and they'll move on to face the movies of 1996.
Yeah, so good luck to them in 1996. I know it's gonna be a little weird. We'll explain it when we get there. But Wolf, we got Thelma and Longlegs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Thelma.
Okay, I'm gonna go Thelma. Jordan,
I'll go Thelma.
All right, Jonathan.
Yes. I mean,
coincidentally, I'm watching Thelma and Louise right here. Thelma.
Okay, Ross.
I'm gonna go with Longleaf because I haven't seen Selma yet.
Okay, and JPO.
Selma
makes the Elite Eight. JPO, yay! There you go. All
What
right.
the hell is this old lady
I'm
doing in
pleasantly
1996?
Yeah, right.
We'll have to look up and see if June Squibb did any movies in 1996. I bet she did.
Oh, that's
I
a
bet
good
she's in
question.
something.
Well, she's been acting forever.
That's what I mean.
She's
I'm sure she's in something. Yeah. So
She's on a time traveling rascal that goes
that's
back.
right. All right. Up next, we got Dune Part 2. Excuse me, and recap. Me, I'm going Dune. Jordan.
I'll go Dune.
Okay, Jonathan.
Dune.
Ross.
Dune.
All right. JPO.
Dune.
And Wolf.
I'll show Kneecap some love, but
Sure. All right. But Dune makes it into the Elite Eight.
By the way, that's a negative on 1996.
No? Oh, really? Okay. Just curious. I was just curious.
A year later,
But she's been acting before that. She's been acting a while.
Oh, yeah.
Or like
I know.
she even like Scent of a Woman, and then like she is also in the Age of Innocence. So
okay.
Okay.
All right. Going down to Saturday Night and Blink Twice. Jordan.
I got to go Blink Twice here.
Jonathan.
Well, it's not quite Saturday night, but Live from My Room, I'll look for Saturday night.
Right.
Yeah.
Ross.
Blink Twice.
Okay. JPO.
Saturday night.
Okay. Wolf.
it's the same matchup as the last time, except Saturday Night is not having to face Ghostlight, so I'll be kind to Saturday Night this time and say Saturday Night.
Okay. All right, and I'll go with Saturday Night. So Saturday Night into the
There's no one here from New York, so you can't make that joke live from New York.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm way far from New York.
All right, final one on this
live
side.
from Idaho.
Let's see what else makes it in. We got My Old Ass and Will and Harper. Jonathan.
My Old Ass.
My Old Ass. Ross.
My hair. My old hairy ass.
Okay.
Much information, but okay.
Yeah. JPO.
My old ass.
Okay. Wolf.
I mean, those are some old asses driving the car too. So my old ass.
All right. I'll go with My Old Ass. And Jordan.
Well, I'm not going to make a bad manscaping joke, so I'll just go My Old Ass.
Okay. All right. But My Old Ass, kind of a dark horse getting in here along with Thelma, so I like it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a wide variety of stuff so far. So My Old Ass making it in. Writing those down. All right. Jumping on the other side. Let's see what joins it. We've got Sing Sing and Furiosa.
Oh.
All right. We've got Ross.
Oh.
Sing Sing barely, but Furiosa is still great, but Sing Sing.
Yeah. JPO.
Furiosa.
Furiosa. Wolf.
Sing.
Very close to my rankings. I'll go Furiosa. Just wait here. Jordan.
Yeah, it's Furiosa pretty easily, but the only thing that even makes me like Sing Sing is the performances. I don't really care about what the subject matter.
Okay. Jonathan.
Sing Sing.
Yeah, fuck Redemption.
Yeah, all about redemption and
No,
overcoming
like plays. Too many movies about plays. Come on.
Okay. Jonathan, what'd you say? I'm sorry. We got
Sing Sing.
Sing Sing. Okay. So it's gonna be a tie. Our first tie of the night to Jonathan. So we'll start at the bottom.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
First time.
Sorry, Furiosa. Sing Sing.
Oh,
yes. Sing Sing is okay.
Sing Sing.
All
Furiosa
right.
is way better.
no, it's not.
Way.
They're both
Like
even for me, actually.
1,000 country
Even.
miles.
I think Furiosa's better, but it's all opinions.
It's all opinions. It's what you prefer. Which
Well,
one?
they're both even for me.
That's very good. Deadpool and Wolverine and Flo.
Well, not even for you. Just voted for Sing Sing.
Yeah. JPO.
Wolverine and Deadpool are friends.
Okay. Yeah. Wolf.
I want to battle the underdogs. Let's do Flow.
Not this time. Deadpool and Wolverine. Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it 3 times in theaters. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay. Jonathan.
Kitty. Flo.
Okay. Ross.
Kitty.
Whoa.
Wow, we have a tie. Ross.
Okay. Let's try tie this in the MCU. I bet you that they're going to come out with the X-Men and say, Dr. Doom from Latvia directed Flo. Let's put Flo through.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't understand, I didn't understand any of that.
I did
I
not
have
understand
no
what
idea
you
what you just said.
to be
I
honest.
have
What?
no idea what you just said.
Okay, what I said was, like, I think that, like, probably it's going to come out in the MCU that, like, Doctor Doom from Latvia directed Flow, and Flow is from Latvia, so let's put Flow with the rope.
Oh, okay. The best jokes are the ones you got to explain. So that was the
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
I thought Deadpool and Wolverine would have even won one of these tournaments, and it, no,
Yeah,
not
right.
at all. No, it's
That's what I
gone now.
thought.
So
Man.
no, it's really gone, and not even in the Elite Eight. All right, I've got The Substance and Strange Darling.
Ooh.
Wolf.
Oh man, The Substance.
So, yeah, I'll go The Substance, Jordan.
Oh man, they're neck and neck, but The Substance, yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Smile for The Substance.
Okay. Ross.
The Substance.
All right, JPO.
Yeah, I thought I might be in the minority. I'm gonna go Strange Darling.
Okay, but The Substance is in to the Elite Eight. All right, Substance. Okay, and going down to Anora and Civil War. Me first, man. This might be the toughest one so far. They're like neck and neck in my rankings. I'm gonna give it to Civil War just by a little bit. Civil War, Jordan.
Yeah, they're 4 spots apart for me, but I got to give it to Anora, I think.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Anora's gonna curse me out if I don't vote for it. Anora.
Yeah.
Russ.
Let's go with Jersey Shore, the movie, Anora.
Like
the way she yelled and the finger and stuff, remind me of an episode of Jersey Shore.
Oh yeah.
Last person to compare the two. I'm not gonna go. Yeah, this is again. I agree that it's very close. I'm gonna go Civil War.
Civil War. All right, Wolf.
I don't know about you, but Mikey Madison can curse me out any day. But I'm still gonna go Nora.
Okay, Nora into the 8. All right.
Nora.
So this is the Elite 8 of small movies. So it is
Yeah,
the year of
small,
indies.
It was the year of
Yeah.
small movies. Like the
And we,
the big
because
ones,
literally
right?
the only like high budget movie we have here is Dune Part 2. That's it. Thelma, small movie. Saturday Night, small movie. Mild S, small movie. Anora, Substance, Flow, Sing Sing, all kind of independent movies. So yeah, this is the antique blockbusters. So we only got one big kind of blockbuster.
I think it's showing you were craving a little more originality lately, man.
Yeah, a lot of original. No, I mean a lot of original
Yeah.
movies. Even Dune Part 2 is just another kind of adaptation, not really like a big, continuation of a big.
And
franchise.
also, you can
Before we move
you
on,
can make a great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
before we move on, since they're all in 1996, 1996 is basically the rise of indies as well. So it's very poetic in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, and it just shows you like the indies were really strong. Like there was a lot of blockbusters that were like very weak in 2024, but the indies came out really
Well,
strong.
it showed again. If you only saw big tentpole movies, it probably wasn't the strongest year. But if you looked outside the box, there was a lot of good stuff this year. So
Secrets and Lives was 96, right? Secrets and Lives was 96, right?
Yes,
so.
Probably.
Great movie.
But it also shows that you can make a great movie for a small budget. You don't have to spend like hundreds of millions of dollars to make a great movie. You don't have to.
Well, that shit should be known already. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But it's just like some of the budgets for these blockbusters baffles me. It just
Bless you.
baffles me.
No.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, but Jordan, you'll be up first. We got our Elite 8, so we're just going to see what wins tonight. We got Thelma and Dune. Jordan.
Oh, I'm going to go Thelma. Let's go.
Jonathan.
Dune.
Ross.
Dune.
Yeah, JPO.
Oh, why gotta do this to me? I was gonna champion the underdog, even though my list might say differently. I'll say Thelma.
Okay. Wolf.
Jordan, you're gonna love me because Austin might vote Dune, and I'm voting Thelma, and the tie will go to you. So Thelma.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm going with Dune, but yeah, JPO, you got the tie.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go, Thelma. Why not?
Wow.
Dune,
Okay. All right.
Dune is a tad overhyped for me. Just a tad.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on before you start arguing. All right.
No,
it's another one. It's another
It
one.
definitely
Honestly,
is overhyped.
if I was making a prediction, well, to you, but not to everybody else, but again, I thought Dune might have won one of these parts. Honestly, I thought it was maybe a heavy favorite. So
I might have just fucked it.
I think you kind of did.
Yeah,
but,
that was my target for tonight.
But now it's going to be all indies now battling it out. There's no more big budget movies.
I'm happy about that.
Well, you guys will just have to have it win a 1996 bracket like Top Gun won the 2015 bracket. So, we'll have to just have it win like a different weird other yearly bracket. All right. Got Saturday Night and My Old Ass. Jonathan.
My Old Ass.
Okay. Russ.
I gotta see.
My Old Ass.
JPO.
Saturday Night.
All right. Wolf.
My Old Ass.
Saturday Night.
Yeah, they're 5 spots apart on my list, but I gotta go with My Old Ass.
Interesting. I would not have predicted this Final Four so far at all. At all.
Wow.
This is all over the place. All right. Sing, Sing, and Flow. Ross.
Flow.
All right. JPO.
I'll go Flow.
Wolf.
Literally, one is higher than the other for me on my list. And
that's how it works.
The one that's higher is but like literally like the one is at one number, the other's at the other. It's like not like any far distance. But yeah, because of that, I'm gonna have to go Flow.
I'm gonna go with Flow. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flow.
Jonathan.
Screw it. Flow sweep.
The little kitty that could.
Yeah.
All right. Going down to the Substance and Honora. JPO.
Oh, both winners, by the way.
Yeah, 2 former winners this week. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay. All right. Wolf.
And this is another like one that's like one spot up kind of deal. I'm gonna go Honora.
The Substance. Jordan.
I'm gonna go with Honora.
All right. And Jonathan.
My 2 versus my number 4. Honora.
Ross.
The Substance, but I found out though, Honora only has a $5 million budget, but they literally shot the scenes in Vegas guerrilla style. So I think it's pretty badass still. But The Substance is my number 2 favorite movie.
That's
so
cool. Yeah.
All right. Honora in the Final Four.
Don't
All right.
need any permits. They just run in there and start filming.
So we have kind of an entertaining sort of underdog, comedy. We got an Amazon movie, we got an animated movie, and then a A24. So
we have one matchup that's fun for the whole family. Right there, Flo and Honora.
Bring the kids.
Probably the cleanest movie of the year versus literally the dirtiest movie of the year.
Yeah, right.
Dirtiest
All right.
smell, like foul.
We'll start on the left. Wolf, Thelma, and My Old Ass.
Oh, I love Thelma's Old Ass, but I'm gonna have to go with my Old Ass though. Sorry, Thelma.
All right, I'm gonna go with Thelma. Now that it's in there, I would have got the correct answer is Dune, but right here I'll go with Thelma. Jordan.
I like My Old Ass better than Thelma's Old Ass, so yeah, it's My Old Ass.
Jonathan.
Oh, this is sad. Yeah, My Old Ass.
All right, Ross.
Still cannot believe though that was that Maisie Stella, the girl's first movie, My Old Ass.
I know. Her first movie and she killed it.
JPO. I know it's gonna end here. All right, Thelma's ride is over. The scooter ride is over.
Now? Hold on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I think you kind of screwed the pooch there, JPO. You already had the movie. You should have rolled with it.
Nah, fine.
All right.
I didn't realize it was gonna have my back.
All right. Flo and Honora. Me, I'm gonna go Flo here. Let's go with the super underdog. Jordan?
No, I can't do it. I gotta go with Honora.
Jonathan.
The reason why I'm doing this was because I'm happy that it won part 2. I'm going to give the kitty a chance. Flo.
All right, Ross.
Honora.
JPO.
Honora.
Wow.
Wolf.
And since Honora won part 2, I'm willing to give the kitty a chance and say Flo.
Okay, it's a tie, and Wolf, you got the tie, so you can make it official.
Honora, it was a good run. Flo.
Oh, really?
Into the championship, yeah.
We're not even near my top movies of the year.
But it is for me. It is for a lot of people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it just made it easier.
My Old Ass and Flo in the finals here. Jordan.
My old ass, please.
Jonathan.
Okay, this is extremely tough. Yeah, I was just taken away by the animation flow.
Okay, Ross.
Whoa.
JPO.
I'll go my old ass.
Wolf.
It's gonna win Best Animated Feature Film, and it's gonna win this tournament. Flow.
Yeah, I thought My Old Ass was good, but not great. Flow's amazing. Flow wins the championship.
Flow of all movies.
Yes. Yeah.
What's wrong with that? That's
Bro,
what's wrong with that?
See,
It's a
okay,
great
you
movie.
don't change your opinions.
Let
because
people
you were
enjoy
saying
their
how
movies.
amazing Flow was, and then now you're like,
Yeah, you don't have to be Debbie Downer. It won.
But it's great, but it's not as good as Anora. It's not as good as My Old Ass. Not as good.
I just
as
wanted to give
it
it
a
a
chance.
chance. Give it a
In your
chance.
opinion,
Honora won a tournament. It won part two. So
Yeah, but still.
I mean, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
The best
Flow
movie
again.
of the year.
Good counter argument. Yeah, but still. Oh, well, that case.
I think it's one of the best films of the year.
Yeah, it's high
very
up
good.
there.
Oh, you
for
didn't
me.
hear the rest of what I said, but that's okay.
Okay, fair enough.
It's high up there for me. It's definitely
It's in a lot of people's top tens, man. Yeah, you just
top
it is.
tens.
Yeah,
it's in my top.
Ooh.
It's in my
Yeah,
top tens. Maybe
top
it's
10 for
creeping.
silent
in.
It might scoot into my top 12 by the podcast.
It's
Yeah,
creeping into
very
my
high.
top 5 right now.
Look,
Yeah,
Dune
it's
Part
not a
2
top
was out.
10.
I had no choice. I mean,
Must not been a lot of good movies this year then.
What?
Bro, see, you
Eddie
change
Downer. Stop
your
that, bro.
opinion so much, bro.
Yeah,
You literally
number-
were just
Number
on part
48 for
one,
me.
like hailing this movie.
And I
Like, you were
agree with you, but I'm not
hailing
mad.
it.
Like, be happy for others.
It was like,
Look,
dude,
let's
it was
all
I
like,
just don't
be
get how
happy
that
for
could
the
be in anyone's
kitty.
top 10.
Let's all be happy for the kitty.
it's subjective. Like I'm not like fucking bashing y'all for having Saturday night in your top tens. And
Flow
I don't,
also
like,
showed me
Yeah, I
that
just
that
don't-
game.
You
don't
did
get
That
kind of
game
let
could be a
Brutalist
movie.
go.
Great.
We've all been there. We've all been there, Mr. Brutalist.
that was different. But I mean, to be fair though, fair though,
look,
it was different because y'all
here's the
didn't
thing.
see the Brutalist, so that was
So,
different.
we had some complaints the other night about there not being all the positive movies. We got a positive movie winning part 3.
That's
We got
true.
Flow.
That's true.
Very
It's all
positive,
about flow.
uplifting movie.
Literally,
Yeah.
the message is about unity and coming together. And
I'll
it's,
just
the
say
message
that, like, a
of
lot of us have
unity.
had votes that have just kind of baffled like each other, kind of like here and there. So
This is a crazy championship. Like this is wild. This went like to some crazy
went
places.
off the rails. This is what
that
it
I was
did. Yeah.
expecting, and
That's fine.
but I loved it. I was like, I'm as an indie film fan, like I'm so happy that like it was like all indie films.
I wouldn't
like, by the
even
end of
have
the-
like thought Flo to make this championship, let alone win it. I'm just like, whoa.
It's sometimes those underdog movies that people really like and find charming. And
I mean, I
and
like
just
it. I'm not saying I
positive
don't
and
like
nice.
it. I'm just saying like,
Yeah.
there's a lot that I like more.
I'm not always over the moon about everything that wins, but if some people really, really like it, good for them. Like, like I like it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I had a great experience, and I'm not really an animated guy, but it's easily my favorite animated movie of the year. So
well, it
I'm
makes
proud of it.
sense. 'Cause I'm not a musical guy, and look what I said.
Well, again, I don't understand. I don't understand people thinking Wicked's like their favorite movie of the year. I don't understand it, but if you like it, great. Like that's fine. I'm not going to poo-poo you. Like if you saw it 4 times, I'm happy for you. I just don't get it, but that's the same thing. But but had it won, I'd be like, okay. I mean, it's very popular. People like it. Cool.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, no! Did you mean to do that, Austin?
What?
It's very popular.
I get it because popular like Wicked.
Oh
like,
yeah, well,
Wrong.
That was I totally intended to make that joke. Wink, wink.
Did you guys see the Nancy Glaze's joke about Wicked at the Golden Globes? She literally now like puts on the Pope's hat and goes, we're very popular. And she goes, no, that sucks. We're done.
No,
No, she was good. I think they'll bring her back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
she was really
she's pretty good. But I think she had a little more notice than what's his name last year. The other one from
it's
the
Night
Phillips
and
movie.
Day.
Yeah.
Joe
Coy, yeah.
It was he was
He also-
horrible last.
He got screwed the boots. He threw his rider in the bus. Like he was weird, and I like him normally as a stand.
They also, I think, just like telling me he was hosting, like like a week and a half, 2 weeks before, so he didn't have a lot of prep time. So yeah,
Sure.
but
I'm looking forward to Conan hosting Oscars. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh,
I think he's gonna be great. That's one of the
I
more
forgot
things
about that.
I keep forgetting about. Like that gets me more excited. I want to watch it.
Yeah, same.
I'm down for
Yeah.
Conan.
And it's available, right? It's on Hulu or whatever.
Yeah,
I think they're making it more available. Yeah, this year.
Yeah, I think
on
what's gonna happen. I think what's going to happen because they took away the song stuff. I think they're gonna do the regular Oscar telecast, but also they're gonna pay homage to those, LA people, for the fires.
Yeah.
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 In addition to
They're gonna be
celebrities,
trivia.
going through those hardships. I mean, regular people are also going through those hardships.
Yeah. So, well, they should give all the people. Well, they can't have room for everyone, but they should give some people who lost their house maybe a seat at the Oscars. But I don't know. That's a tough one. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. So yeah, I always look forward to this series at the. To celebrate the year of movies, so we'll do it again next year. So, but yeah, we'll do some quick plugs and that'll be it. But thanks, guys, and we'll go to Jonathan first. Where can we find you?
Yeah, this was a fun show. Interesting championship. Yeah, year of the Indies. Interesting year. So, yeah, you can find me on social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Threads, and different variations of Caro. I just do my reviews and whatnot. I've been harping on some of the Oscar nominations. I mean, challengers, no score. Come on, guys.
There's some stuff I'm grateful for the Oscars for this year, and some I'm just baffled by this year.
They nominated fucking Wicked for score, and that was that literally just took the music from the play and put it in the movie. And I was like, seriously, we're gonna do that for best original score over challengers? Get out of here! Like get out of here. That's
Anyway,
nominated Wicked and Amelia Perez for almost every category. Is dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna be here that much, in the long run, except for next week. I'll be with on Austin Show on Wheel of Movies.
We're talking Mulholland Drive.
Discussing Mulholland Drive. Yes.
Maybe you can. I'll rewatch it. And if I don't get it, maybe you can come on and explain what the hell happened. So that's what I'm anticipating.
I'm gonna try to do it in 45 minutes. But
yeah, right. If we go a little long, it's fine. We'll go a tad long, but yeah, we can't go too long. We got Lonely Marks right afterwards. But we'll do our best in an hour to talk about Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we'll talk about it when we talk about it. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I mean, yeah, that's it. Yeah, this was a fun show.
But also, I want to point out we almost didn't have Flo on this list. That was a last minute addition too.
Yeah, it's a good thing we added it because
right.
Because now everybody has seen it.
Because there's some people that I asked and they're like, "You don't have Flo on there." There's a couple of people that were actually surprised we didn't originally have it, and they're like, "Yeah, that should be there." So yeah, for good reason. But yeah, we'll go to Ross. Where can we find you?
Find me on Wolf's channel, and then here sometimes, you can find me on Letterboxd. My name is Ross BR, and then I'm actually doing this thing where I am recording, I'm gonna be logging every single movie I watched this year, and I'm putting in the 2025 list because that's the only way I could do it. And then I'm already at 20 movies watched this year. So
there you go.
That's good, yeah.
What the fuck did you get that far?
Well, he's including all movies, not just 2025 movies, but
you're including all movies. Okay, I just no, I get that. If you want to log even, I try to log my old first time watches as well, but it's I don't call it my 2025 movies. I call it my first time watches. That's the kind of stuff you call into JPO show on the Pierce Co, right? Yeah. But go ahead, JPO. Yeah, hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then over at the Periscope, we do lots of trivia happening all the time here. We got some 2024 trivia. I'm still talking 2024. So tomorrow, I think I'm also gonna do a clips one too. I'm gonna try to find some clips. Maybe set that up too.
I'd be interested in that. Yeah. I've seen a lot of movies.
Same here.
We'd probably be all right.
We'll
be down for that.
If you guys are interested, it'll get you guys in there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then as mentioned too, Thursdays at 8, it's a call-in show. Come review a movie. It doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 5 year, 40 years old. Someone reviewed Rebel Without a Cause last episode. Talk about the movie
I
that you've seen.
reviewed a W.C. Fields movie from 1934 on your show, JPO. So
There's no limits
whatever
there.
you want. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, and then me, Pez, Richie, and Barbara always talk the current wrestling news Thursdays at 10. That's some lonely marks, and hey, we're coming across Royal Rumble time. It's a good time to tune in.
Oh yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Did you guys see Matthew McConaughey was ringside for Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, he's a wrestling fan.
That's kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just fun to see, like a lot more like celebrities, or they're showing them more. Maybe they are there a lot, but
it's cool again to like wrestling. So the celebrities are coming out, you know.
Yeah, right.
Ice Cube Jr., O'Shea Jackson hosts a weekly wrestling talk show now.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and Freddie Prinze Jr. has one too.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. But Wolf, what do you got going on?
Yeah. So first off, I want to ask a fun question. So someone just posted this online, and it associates with the 2024 tournament that we just did. So Monster Elizashu from The End of the Substance, Count Orlok from Nosferatu, and like the creature at the end of Alien Romulus. You got to marry one, fuck one, kill one.
Oh,
no.
I don't want that TV.
Yeah, definitely not the one from Alien Romulus.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think somebody took care of Count already, you know.
Yeah.
No, this is. I'm trying to find the fucking clip. Where the hell's the clip? If I was presented with that scenario, it would be. No, god damn it! I must have deleted it. I had the Steve Carell. No, please, God, no.
Oh, that's Brad Pitt, isn't it?
No, that's Steve Carell in The Office. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have deleted that one. But yeah, no, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
That was a big old pass. But yeah, before I get to my honorable mentions, I only got four, before I get to my plugs, I only got four honorable mentions real quick. Because, you can't get everything on there, and there's a few little plugs I want to throw out there of other great movies that y'all should check out, which is, one is Nickel Boys, which is fantastic when that becomes available. How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. No Other Land. A really great documentary. And then Red Rooms, which is really, really like a creepy, intense thriller. So yeah, those ones are four that I would recommend as like a little honorable mentions. As far as plugs, yeah, you guys can find me on the channel Mega Movies. We just reacted to the Oscars. Thank you all for like the numbers. That thing is at like 1.9K right now, and it's like growing on it. So thank you all, and like it's got like 85 likes. So thank you all for all your support and everything. It's excellent.
I tuned in.
Yeah, we just did that, and we're gonna be talking about the Oscar nominations soon because I didn't really get a chance to talk about them because I had to ditch for work. But I'm gonna break these down because they were pretty nuts. Some of them were.
Well, that'll be where you can find Wolfman's extended ranting for all these nominations, rants and raves.
Mostly it was predictable.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly, but that Best Picture surprise might be one of the craziest I've seen in history. Like I was like, whoa, that was insane. So it's find me there. And then also tomorrow we are doing our Hidden Gems episode. So we're gonna basically just do like a roundtable discussion talking about movies that flew under the radar, that may not have been seen by many because there's a lot this year, and a lot of them made it this far into the tournament. So that's pretty exciting. So we're gonna be doing that, and then of course I'm coming back Sunday to do our top 12 stream here, and then Tuesday is when I
well, thanks.
Thank
you, Akers.
Yeah.
I'm happy when people are happy.
Akers is like, she's been coming on my channel and like saying all the kindest stuff. She is like one
Yeah.
of the nicest
Yeah, no, thank
MVPs
you.
of like the comments.
Yeah,
we love you, Akers, but you
Yeah.
asked the most random stuff. We're in the middle of a topic, asking about whether we be the first Anaconda or the next. No, we're not answering that right now because that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Isn't it really like
Sorry.
a question and answer, unless we're doing like a random one-off podcast?
Yeah, if you want to do if we want to do a stream one time where we do like a live Q&A and you want to ask us whatever you want, we'll do that. But at some point like that as a podcast. But we're not doing like random Q&A time. But we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Yeah.
But you might be asking just like if people in the chat want to play along and they want to answer them.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah, if y'all want to that's fine in the chat, do your thing. But yeah, we don't do that kind of tangents while we're in the focused on the topic. So
Yeah. So basically just all that, and then best of the year is coming up this Tuesday, so that should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
nice. Sounds good. Austin.
No, yeah, I mean, I'll just be on here most of the next week. Yeah, Wheel of Movies, be hosting that with Mr. Caro. Yeah, honoring Mr. David Lynch. Not one of my directors personally, but I still honor people who made an impact on the industry. So my hats off to them. Obviously, a lot of fans out there, and Lonely Marks. We're in Rumble season, so it's a very good time to be a wrestling fan and get into it if you haven't. Man, there's some good stuff going into the Rumble. Some great character work and storylines and things. So. Hop on in. It's a good time to do so on the road to WrestleMania. And I'll just be here, on the Movie Hero Network mostly the rest of the week.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Sounds good. And I'm doing a little thing at home. I was just going to shut up because he's here. I'm using one of your ideas, JP. I'm going to do a picks and list, but at home for a family game night. I'm going to throw it up on the TV and do it like that. So I thought that was a cool idea. So yeah.
Do you got to make sure you title the picks. You say who dis, and you put up the picture of the person.
Yeah, who dis? Yeah, right. So we'll see, because my family's like mediocre movie fans, so I got to go like very like well known stuff for them.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it started. Was like me and my friends, Adam Sandler movies, Bruce Willis movies. Yeah,
right.
Go mainstream, go easy.
Yeah. So we'll see how they like it, but and then you can find us on all the social media at Movie Hero 2121, Jordan 83616, and then on the Movie Hero Network group on Facebook. And if you have anything you want to promote that's movie or TV or pop culture or music related, any of that stuff, you can go post to your heart's content over there, and we'll share it out, and we'll get you subscribers, we'll get you likes, all that stuff. And then let's see. We'll be getting back to some trivia this next month. We just had a very busy January, but we'll be getting back to we'll have an exhibition match for the Seen and Heard movie trivia. That's going to be a rom-com match. We don't have a date yet. We're gonna just find enough people that are interested, and then we'll find a date that works for everyone. So we'll get JPO on there and maybe a few other people if who's ever interested. And and then we'll also have the first match of round 2 of the Seen and Heard movie trivia. We're finally getting into round 2. It's a very slow burn trivia. And then I want to try to get the Seen and Heard music trivia going. We might have room, or we may have to do that at the beginning of March. We'll see how much time we're actually going to have to do it. But yeah, we are still doing that, though, and we plan to do more of it. And the music trivia includes in both movies and TV themes also. So yeah, but and then this upcoming Sunday we'll be doing our best of the year podcast. So we're gonna have JPO, we're gonna have Wolf on there, and it'll be a fun time. We're gonna all get and Richie on there. Yep. So we're gonna break down our top 12 of the year, which we can get a little more in depth, because I think that's kind of like the purpose of those, so we can talk more in depth. Here we're just kind of voting and maybe giving a quick little blurb about each movie, but yeah, so we'll get more in depth on there. And then just what we have for tournament fights and tier maker. Before I get into that, I also wanted to bring up that we'll be doing our next episode of Recast on Monday, February 3rd. That'll be Anchorman. So we'll be recasting some Anchorman. So because they got a pretty dynamic cast on there. So yeah. And then we'll be getting back to I have another show called Best to Worst, where we're breaking down our favorite family movies of all time. So we got to find another date for that in February. Now we don't quite have one yet, but we're making some announcements. That's why it's good to follow us on social media. Hit the little bell icon so you can be notified and get the alerts and all that stuff. But and then we do have also our one more thing for the best of 2024. But we're doing a genre podcast. It's going to be a two-parter. We're going to break down our top 5 from every major genre of the year, and Ross will be on that one, so that should be a fun time. Yeah, and then just what we have on the schedule for T-Ranker Tournament is next Tuesday we'll be doing Malcolm Lays after the 128, so it is next 64. We're doing Brian Nussbaum's birthday episode. It's going to be his favorite Canadian celebrities, so actors, musicians, athletes, all that kind of stuff. These are one of our Canadian friends. And then we're doing a mystery series that's going to be in the same vein as the horror series and the holiday series. It's going to be 4 just totally random comedy tournaments, and then we're going to have a championship near the end of the month. So we'll be talking a lot of comedy next month. And then, of course, we have the 1996 Ladder series that we've mentioned already. And our next TV tier ranker, that'll be near the end of February on the 25th. It's going to be the best TV shows of the 80s. So we do have a couple slots left on that. If anyone wants to come talk 80s TV shows, just let me know. And then we'll be getting into the beginning of March with another mystery series, which will be the action one. So yeah, it'll be that, and I'll just leave it at that for now. So yeah. But yeah, this was a really fun time, and yeah, we'll say for Jonathan Caro, for Ross Bristow, for Jordan Owens, for Michael Wolfman, Wyndham, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
See you.